Welcome back, everyone. I don't know what DSP's up to right now. I think maybe he's walking around the house very solemnly, looks through the door crack at his wife, wondering if he should actually take the job from Keemstar. Sell his soul, you know? Derek Net keeps sending clones back into... Oh god, that'd be a horrible nightmare. I like how the Mayans and Aztecs had different versions of the apocalypse than most other cultures. And their best ever version of an apocalypse is that the world ends in jaguars. They would have never anticipated a world ending in pig clones. It kind of goes beyond your expectations. So let's go play my free-to-play game, DSP. You inspired me. So I wanted to give my thoughts on the Keemstar part particularly. Keemstar, I have to be careful with how I phrase this because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, really. And I don't really want to sound like I'm siding so much with DSP here in this. But when it comes to Keemstar, I agree with DSP even though he's using bad math. I really don't like Keemstar either. I think he's kind of a bad person too. And I have seen him do things and then make mistakes and come back for it and all that. That's fine. And I don't blame you for that. But just what he creates, I feel like it doesn't excuse it when they say, well, that's the internet. That's the internet. I don't feel like that really excuses it. Because we've had hundreds of years to realize that, you know, yellow journalism, tabloids and stuff like that, they're not really that healthy. It actually is pretty painful to society in a lot of ways. But I'm not in a position to do anything about it, nor am I really trying to change anything. So on that level, I'm willing to, or I'm capable of letting all that go. But DSP wants to make these moral grandstands while he's doing arguably just as bad of stuff. So how's that really fair? Oh, why is my chat weird like this? I don't like it like that when it's not on the clones. Guess I gotta switch it over. I like this version. There we go. He is crying, probably. Okay, all jokes aside, what is he really doing right now? I honestly think he's just sitting there stewing. Sitting there in his chair, fist balled up, just shaking. Maybe even not shaking. I think that's what he's doing right this second. Because those dudes, they went off on him. And what's, I'm sure, really frustrating for him is everything they said was completely correct. Everything. And he has no real answer for it. And it was very clear that people did not believe him. And it's that worst kind of feeling when, remember when you were a kid and you did something really dumb and really wrong. And your parent was able to so perfectly articulate that you were in the wrong for doing this. And you have nothing to do but just sit there and be angry at anger itself. And you feel so defeated and shut down and locked out. And you feel like the world's unfair, but you realize, no, I've just been defeated by reality. I think DSP's having that moment. He got pistol whipped, man. He got beaten about the head by them. And I will give DSP a lot of credit. He sat through shit that I thought he would have left 2 or 3 hours ago. I will say I'm impressed. DSP's no longer as much of a coward as I thought he was. He's still a coward, but let's not get that confused. But he managed to stick with that. I thought for sure when he had his DDoS attack that was going to be the end, that he was going to duck out of the interview and I'm sorry, I can't join in. It's just, these trolls, Okay. I'm going to try and pull for the gun cannon amphibious type. I have a huge love for the gun cannon, even though it's one of the most, I'll show it to anyone who's curious. I have a great love for the gun cannon because it reminds me of the alligator. There's been no updates to it whatsoever in a grand sense. And I want the amphibious one. So I think I might pay for a spin. Why not? In the spirit of DSP admitting that he spent $15 a month, which that's not true. Look at that thing. That thing's so cool looking. And that's the updated version. That's the laser cannon version. And that's the cool ass heavy armored version. It's such a beautiful machine. It's so simple too. And with Gundams, you get this extreme complexity with them, like this thing. I don't need all that. So I'm gonna black my screen for a second while I enter my card information. But Keemstar called it right though. No one's gonna ever believe him now. He had that opportunity. He maybe realized he's muddied the water too much. Maybe. He really did think he was going to come out of that looking good. He was so confident. This is going to be the thing that if you have any further questions, you can just go to their podcast and I explain everything. Oh. Didn't quite go that way, did it? And I'm only paying for one spin. I'm not going to keep trying to do this. I like the mobile suit, but I'm content with not getting it. There was a couple suits that I pigged out for because my favorite suit of all time, the Efreet Noct, when it came out, I spent like maybe $150 to get it, but it's my favorite suit and I use it almost all the time, so I don't care. Now, and I also didn't start begging people in chat for money. That's the difference, right? Yeah, that Adam dude came out of nowhere. He was quick with. I think that is the speed run for toxicity when it comes to these guys. Because I thought Jenna got toxified quickly. Hell no. He was pissed within a half hour. Do I have the double Zeta Gundam? Yes, I do. I have both versions of it. Gun tag. Ooh. Spike shield. I think I needed that rifle. I don't know. That one. And it's all sabers. Kill dude. Yep. What the hell is that for? Oh, that's for the Gyaradoga. Yep, didn't get it. Oh well, that's fine. Can't get them every time, DSP. I'm not like you, man. I can't afford to keep putting money into this shit. And better yet, I don't even want to. But I've got his stream up right now, and there's been no activity. His chat is kind of weird. All these dudes I didn't see in the chat once. And the big message here in his chat is that Keem is an asshole. And that Keem ruined everything. I don't think he's having a moment of realization. DSP never has never let a little thing like reality get in his way. And that's true. That's the most amount of energy you're hearing in his head right now, is how it is that all of this was bullshit, how he did nothing wrong, and he's actually okay, and didn't do anything bad. Tell you what, Lewis, I'm going to use the double Zeta Gundam on here. Gundam F91 is not in this game, and he probably won't be in this game. Gundam F91 comes far too late in the story, and they're doing just, I think up to UC 95. And that takes place in like 107 or something. So yeah, F91's not in this game. And because you asked, I'll use double Zeta Gundam. I thought I would. Where is it? There he is. What kind of paint scheme do I want on? Let's do classic anime colors. What do you say? That's about right. And this needs to be 100. No dirt. There's no dirt in anime. What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, perfect. It's a little garish, but it's fine. It's gonna look cool. This is actually okay as it is. But, let's see, I had some other questions here. Adam came down. He did. I don't really know how you can retcon all this. Because, okay, there is a beautiful thing in being a coward. There is. And being a coward means that you can leave before the situation becomes so bad that it could not even be resolved if you wanted to. And if he really wanted to leave, he should have left way earlier. Because it's too late now. It's too much has come out. Too much has been divulged. But he doesn't know how to be successfully a coward. Weirdly enough, he is a coward, but he doesn't know how to be successful with it. You would think Dark Souls would teach him that. Dark Souls is all about being a humongous ass coward. That's how you win. And he never really picked up on that. And then we're gonna do blue real quick. It's not that blue. Alright, we got classic double Zeta. That was beautiful. I think I might send a message to Craig on Twitter and say, you did a great job. I'm really thankful for it. You were fair. And you didn't let him wiggle away. He did let a couple things wiggle away, and that's because you just have to pick your battles. His dens have done what all cults do. Mass punch tickets. I don't know. I think that what they should really do, these guys in his dumbass chat, they need to go out and take out some loans. Because this DSP dude, he's sad, man. He's hurt after all that. You know, money will make me feel better. DSP is not live yet. He is currently coping hard. So let's get some dubs in while I wait for the dude. Zeta Gundam is the most impractical mobile suit. It's up there with like the EXS. Transforming is already impractical as shit, and this thing has an insane transformation sequence. Some of the mobile suits have fairly realistic transformations, and this one is not one. Ow. Like the Humberbeam just kind of folds in half. I don't want to be ace, so I'm not trying to go for assist. This dude's so beefy. There's the EXS right there. I don't really want to be by myself with this thing. Even though it's beefy, it can't survive too much. I want to keep my life. Forgetting I have to stand still to use that. I don't think so, but right on my face. That's a tackle. Let's chop it through nice. I got my boy Rambo here. Stop shooting me. Oh! Oh, this actually works out. Got some cover. Damn it, he got it. Yeah, that interview was God's here. I'm so glad I took the day off. I was thinking about that all earlier this week when I was thinking about taking the day off. I thought, it's going to be a humongous nothing. Humongous nothing. And I'm using up sick leave or whichever leave to watch it. I know DSP doesn't understand how sick leave and vacation leave works, but it's kind of precious. In many ways, it's more precious than your actual paycheck. And I'm using it to listen to him be an asshole and be boring. But goddamn, if I knew it was going to be this good, I would have. Hell, if I had to, I would have paid double leave to watch that. That shit was amazing, and it just kept getting better. Keemstar shows up, and Keemstar gets pissed. Keemstar has to leave for a second while DSP is DDoSed. Get killed. I think Gundam F91 would be kind of broken. He's supposed to be super fast, so I'd just be running around the map at full speed all the time. Get that shit out of my face. You think I'm scared of your sword? I'm scared of my tiny ass little money gun. we're doing okay, but with ace matches, even though we have such a high lead, that can turn really fast with ace matches. I've seen people come back with double the score we have. Man, that guy is a tank. Only 900 damage with it? That's crazy. Damn it, you dickhead. You're supposed to let me charge it off. If you were a real man, you would have let me. But you'll notice that we never actually resolved the $5,000 in business expenses. DSP went all out trying to get away from it. And there has to be some sort of complicated German word for this, where it's like, even if you're right, you somehow look stupider for it. If he's right, and he's not, that he doesn't know where any of these business expenses just came from, that's bad. That means you have no control over your finances. You don't know what's being done in your financial world. That's terrible. Even I know, because I also use a tax dude, but I have to tell the dude what I spent money on. I have to tell him what kind of expenses I want. He just gets all the paperwork filed out and filled out. Hey, there he is. Wow, shit, he's here.
Funny that you guys are here, huh? Everything working with the stream, by the way? Everything good? I can't tell what's going on right now. Holy moly. What is happening? Make sure everything is working.
What could be wrong?
What a day, what a stream, right?
Let me turn the gun down.
Holy crap.
Alright. I'll fix the chat when
I don't have the chat up. I'm like, wait a minute, why is the
I'll
chat
fix
not
his
moving?
chat when I
Duh. I can't talk
get
to
the
you
next
guys
match.
if the chat's not on, can I? Alright, hold on.
Hold on.
Got him. Ace killed. Nice.
Bear with me. I was just on a marathon stream, right? I also have no idea what happened with my internet during that stream. I have absolutely no clue if I was DDoSed or not.
Why would you assume you were DDoSed? Why? I don't understand that.
It would have kept happening if it was a DDoS, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like that's a stupid suggestion.
I'm getting everything open for you guys right here. Not talk to you.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it was pirates or something.
Yeah, that's it. Pirates.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It totally wasn't me. I didn't fake it.
I did nothing wrong. What the hell's wrong with you thinking I did something wrong?
I wanted to hang out.
Oh shit, I'm being jumped.
And the thing just went
I'm
down.
having the Wolong experience here. He sure was. Sorry about that, sudden fool.
Okay.
It was weird when they asked him if he wanted to say something. He decides to go with, "I don't beat women and I don't groom on underage girl."
All right. All right, ready?
I guess of all the
everyone,
things he really
on?
wants to
I
quash,
literally
that's one
just
of them.
got off the Side Scrollers podcast.
You literally did not.
It was like maybe 20 minutes ago.
That's not literally DSP.
Show with them. After I appeared on their show. Today is March 16, 2023.
How
I was on their show
Damn.
from 9 a.m. until after 2 p.m. my time.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I saw it.
That's how long the show lasted, and we didn't even cover everything. Which I didn't think we would, honestly. I did not think it would cover much, or
We
there's
covered
so much to talk
sure a
about
hell a lot.
when it comes to insane amount of stuff that gets thrown at me on a daily basis. So
Get out of my
I was
face.
expecting that it was going to end up being an insane show.
Damn it!
Now,
He pimp slapped
looks
me.
like there's going to be a part 2 at some point, which I'm okay with. I'm sure it's not going to be anytime
It's been
soon.
Detractor Christmas for sure, Rainy.
Yeah.
I think we should make March 16th a DSP holiday.
So,
The day of
are we
toxicity.
ready to get started here?
But how do we
First of
celebrate?
all,
We gotta
looks like
start
someone
creating
tipped
some
me.
rituals.
Why did you tip me? Is this who I think it is?
Is this you, cat?
No, it is absolutely not. Absolutely not. I thought maybe this would have been 1 Minute Man, who always supports every day. No. This is an anonymous $20 tipper. He says, I thought you were good in the podcast. When Keemstar randomly came on, you stayed composed. You talked to him even after all he's done. You're still, still being silly.
He got a little cranky there.
I'm not gonna
That's not true, just by the way, but go ahead and continue.
It is what it is. He wanted to
I'm gonna die.
show and make it about him. Good for him. I don't know how that was his show, though. It really didn't make much sense that he was there, right? But it is what it is. That's how he is. Again, what did I say? He has to be the center of attention. He has to be involved in everything, right? And he proved it by appearing on the show. Like, he literally proved it. I don't even have to say anything else about it. I mean, you prove yourself.
Cool, we're
every day,
shitting on
right?
Keemstar right out
Through
the
your
gate.
actions. He proved it through his actions, correct? So there you go.
All right, let's
Okay,
fix this
that was
chat.
a tip that came in like half an hour ago. Thank you to whoever that anonymous tipper was.
Zero snorts, zero belches.
So let's talk.
Yeah,
What do you guys want to talk about?
he did do a little
What do you guys
micro
wanna
burp,
talk about?
Johnny.
I'm open
He did
again.
near
We
the
got
very
90
end.
minutes. Just chill. I'm
Which,
not doing gameplay
okay,
now. I'll do
fine.
90 minutes, and I'll
But
go on
it
break
shows
for
that
my
you're able
dinner.
to not do that.
And then after that, I'll come back tonight with a nice chill, either just chill stream for 2 hours or like a dragon Ishin, whatever you guys want. It's up to you guys, okay? So we want to talk about. Disco says Keemstar's a drama queen for real. Reasons I want nothing to do with them, right? Jeffrey just keeps spamming the chat about side scrollers getting super chats. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, they should have gotten a
Monster
cut.
Chat, I have no idea. Baba Duke says, I don't know. I thought Keemstar was pretty composed. Oh, no one said Keemstar wasn't composed. Of course he was. There's no way he could show up unhinged and start ranting at me on someone else's show, and people will call him out for it, right?
Right, that's
Thank
it.
you. Just
That's
saying,
the
good
answer,
job keeping
DSP.
your
Very
composure. I
well
appreciate
done.
that. Can we not talk about the podcast, Green Goblin? Sadly, Green Goblin, I don't think it's really avoidable at this point, considering it's the longest thing I've done outside of my content.
A little nano
Things I've
burp.
ever
Little-
done outside of my content. I don't know how we would really avoid talking about that
You
right
receive a
now.
wedgie in
I think
public in
it's gonna be
celebration of
pretty
Pig Roach Day?
pertinent to discuss
Damn.
right now, okay?
Seems a bit much.
I
Yeah,
received a
TJX, it was
$50
mean.
tip.
He got peed on.
Thank you. An anonymous $50
That
tip
one
received
DSP
still like
clone had to
man
sit through a
on the
5-hour
podcast.
interview.
Respect. Thank you to
He
Oz
should get a
for the
medal.
$50
No,
tip.
Killchecker, we had 20
Or
clones.
Oswald.
We were keeping track. It was actually
No.
probably more than 20. I lost track there a little bit.
I ignored. I clicked on what? I merged two emails. You see how shell shock I am here? I had another email, and I read Oswald from a second email over to the $50.
It should be
anonymous
called
tip.
Pig Roach
Oops.
Day, out of respect
Sorry
for the
about
20
that.
clones.
So I got a $50
Yeah, I think we're
anonymous
at a new
tip.
clone today,
$1
or for this stream. They probably had to put down that last one. That was a good match.
I'm
Kicked the shit out of those guys.
I'm gonna be a little shaky. I
Oh,
was
I'm
on the
supposed to
show
do
for so long.
space
I had
matches.
2 cups of coffee this morning.
Damn, I
two.
gotta do
Was
space
prepared for
matches.
that, which I almost never had, and I was like, oh my god.
I think he's more mad about Keemstar than
Oswald-
anything. I think Keemstar
No.
is going to be the focal point of his
Anonymous
anger.
tipper. Did I click the animation?
He's got to find something to be pissed at. He's
Anonymous
kind
tipper.
of decided not
Thank
to be
you for
pissed
a
at those two
$50
dudes,
tip. I
but
can't
Keemstar is a good
do
person to
stuff
be pissed
normally.
at.
I'm so like all over the place today. $50 tip from an anonymous
This
tipper. Then I got a
motherfucking
$1
Keemstar.
tip from Oswald, who said, "Good job on the show, man."
Or maybe
Whoa,
Pig Roach
whoa.
Day is another thing you can do. Like, there's multiple
Okay,
things you
thank
do
you
at
guys.
Christmas.
Wow.
Another thing is that you beg each other constantly. And then at the same time, the other one of you who is not being begged, no, that is being begged,
I don't want
you
to talk
have
about
to
Keemstar
yell
this
at
whole stream,
them
by the way.
about how you don't have any money
So
either.
American Manga Undertaker re-upped his membership
So,
for 6 months.
I
and he
really
said
need to
as a
make this
fan,
money.
it's worth
I
the
really
watch,
do.
it's worth
And the other
watch
person has to
interview.
say, I don't have money to give you. It goes to
I
bills.
don't know. Will you guys tell me? Do you guys think it would be worth it for someone who didn't watch the interview to watch it?
Yes, I wanna use the
you know,
Gazi
I'm not gonna
so
have a good
much.
Time, but I do
I
feel
love
like
the
I
Gazi. It's such a
very
piece of
intelligently
dumb
conducted
crap.
myself on that show.
God, it's cool looking.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the thing. It looks like a
K-Styles
a
did his version of 22 months.
biblically
Ultra support
accurate
level. Thank you,
angel.
K-Styles. And then Krasco did a super chat.
Look at that.
I thought you did well, Phil. Thank you, Krasco.
That thing's cool looking. Yeah, we're running that.
Age Sicky did a super chat and says, I enjoyed your interview. Can't wait for part 2. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I gotta do my dailies. Once I'm done with
So-
my dailies, I'm gonna go full screen.
Mint says, do you feel it was a fair interview? It felt like an ambush. How was that an ambush? If anything, the only part that was unexpected was Keem showing up. All right. I
And
don't
Adam
think
not
the
buying
Keem
your
part
shit.
was like-
That
like,
was
if
very
Keem on the
unexpected
show
for
was
you,
like,
DSP.
Screw you, you're a liar, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't. It wasn't about that. It was about our interaction, which I don't even understand because no one
What the
really
fuck?
cares.
Did the
Like,
Paypigs
seriously,
watch?
no one
They
cares
thought
about
he did a good
my
job?
interactions about our interaction.
I guess that's a pig gnosis for you.
You know, it is what it is. Again, he has to make it all about himself.
The
I don't
interesting
wanna talk
thing
about
that is
it.
going to happen is that he will make good buck of sympathy, but some hardcore fans are
SD
going to wear
Charger
out
says they
pig
should have
gnosis.
prepared more
I
ahead
wonder.
of
I
time,
wonder
but
how
have
many people were going to
questions
lose from that.
I mean, maybe they did.
Because a couple of them
know.
had
I mean,
to
I don't know
have
what they
been
were
paying
talking
attention and realize, hey, yeah, you know what? That doesn't make sense. But like most people who live in kind of abusive
Showtime did
relationships,
super chat, felt like it was a setup, though. How do you
they'll
feel it
come
was a
back and
setup? I
say,
don't feel
well,
that at all.
I'm going to give him
If
another
I'm the
chance
person
anyway.
who
Because
was
he's
interviewed,
at his
I
core,
don't
he's a
feel
good
it was
person.
setup. How do you feel it was a setup exactly? Right?
Okay, this guy's mine.
I'm a little bit of a loss there.
That was
That
me
you think it was
messing
a
up.
setup? Why were they upset with how I spend my money? First of all, they weren't upset. This is the detractors' questions and stuff, right? But again, the insinuation is that if I'm making money and I'm irresponsibly blowing it on stuff, right?
Which
then,
you are.
You know, there's going to be criticism there, and that's what these people have.
Damn it, I missed.
Made this giant semi-fabricated situation. around it,
Semi-fabricated?
Correct. And
I thought it was fully
I
fabricated.
really feel like, you know, that, you know,
Oh,
people
shit.
want
Oh,
answers,
shit.
and I tried to answer
Hell.
as best I could. You know what I mean? PF says, don't send the screenshot. It feels like a setup. Yeah, I mean, we'll
There
see.
you go. It was never going to happen,
future talk.
DSP.
I'm gonna have future
Please
talk.
don't play around like you were honestly thinking about it, okay?
You know, I received another tip. Wow. I guess I'm just going to be shouting out contributions. Thank you,
What a
Cooper.
fool.
for
What are
his
you
membership.
doing?
Don't send the screenshot. Oh, I just read that. No, I didn't. He says, hear about the huge discount Bed Bath & Beyond. No. What are you talking about?
I don't need to spend any money at Bed Bath & Beyond. Fucking
Mishael
idiot.
did a $10 tip.
Got
Good
you.
job on
Sorry.
that.
It was you or
Thank
me. It's going to be
I
you.
appreciate that. Again, you know, for me, this was just like, to them, that was like a long grilling session. To me, that was like normal.
Man, that shit's Tuesday for me,
You know what I'm
buddy.
saying? I didn't even feel like I was in the hot seat. Because this happens every day on my own streams.
Yeah, you get grilled like that
So,
on your
Snow
streams.
Carl,
Now, you
$1.
ban them 2 minutes
I
into
want
it.
to say you did as well as anyone could have on that podcast. I'm proud. Must have been hard. It was difficult. Your first live confrontation in a long time. I'm sorry that you know, people had to get
No, a
brought into
dent
my
is a
cat.
dent. They are they forever.
Part two. Thank you very much.
Sometimes you do
I
get
did
dents
reveal
that
some
break
stuff,
away,
man.
but yeah,
I
in
did
general,
reveal some
no.
stuff
It's not
that
enough
no
to
one knew.
depend on it.
And you know, watch the show. That's all I'm
It's
gonna say about that.
it's like any statistical
You know,
thing.
I'm
There's
not
always
talking
one
about
weirdo
all
who
that, but,
gets out.
you know, it's sad.
But it is
Those
kind of
people
like
are set
cults.
and done. It's pretty
People
messed
who
up.
survive cults
Big
usually
Buck
want to
Phil with a $10
disappear.
tip. I commend
Because
you for the
cults
interview. I
is...
think you're great. You stood up in the
being
face
a
of
part of a
the
cult
contract.
is
Yes,
pretty
you're
shameful.
defense. Strongly, I've been a fan for several years. I want the best for you. So
How did I miss?
if you have a chance
My
to do a
Ironside's
podcast,
pulling the left or something?
and have Keem shop that podcast as sponsors, do it. It would help you
Wow.
out a ton. You'll rise above. I don't know. About
This
that.
dude has some sort of
I
like
love
energy
this
shield.
podcast.
I can't hit him. That
As
one
I
I
said
did miss.
live
That
on
was
the
me
show.
panicking.
I'm okay with doing it. I'm okay with Boogie. I'm okay with Wings. I'm not okay with Keem. So
There you go.
that would be the
Had to
person
come
that
up
I really
next to you
want
and shoot you in the
nothing to do.
chest pretty
I
much.
don't know if it's worth it at all. It might hurt myself more than it could ever help. Seriously, I don't want to be Mr. Lolcow for the rest of my life.
But you
I
are,
don't.
so you might as well capitalize on it.
Man,
this
I got a
guy's guns are
$4.20
weird.
tip. Thank you all. You guys are amazing.
I feel like I'm hitting
Radical
people.
Justice,
I have a
good job.
DSP moment here. I'm
Let's
like,
get
I'm
behind
hitting this
one
guy.
A great animation.
That one
He's
did
like a
not.
good
That
guy.
could not have
Actual
ever been
fun
considered a hit.
podcast. I think eventually we will get there. It might just take a long ass time, right? I think it will. I
Okay,
think it'll
that
take
one
a
for
long,
sure.
long ass time.
That one, no.
For the
Way
record,
off course.
I have absolutely no idea what happened with my internet. It
We already
down
went over this
legit.
DSP.
It went down completely legitimately. I was like, what? And I don't know if someone DDoSed me or not.
Why
I have
would
absolutely
they?
no clue
God.
at all.
Okay.
What happened there? You guys know my internet almost never goes down. If it does, it's like a blip. Basically my modem resets.
That one I'm embarrassed by.
So I don't know if that
there
was
was
a
no way
DDoS
that was
or
going
not.
to
How
happen.
was
Why
it
did I
that it
fire?
happened then, but then it didn't happen? You would think if someone DDoSed me, it would have happened again and again and again, right?
Yeah,
It
you
just
would have
happened
thought.
once and stopped. So I'm
Now
like,
you're dead.
it was
What?
weird. I really wasn't a DDoS.
You
because
bastard, now I'm gonna
I
shoot
now
you.
have to go through the trouble, the painstaking trouble of contacting my ISP to get this fixed. I hope it's not.
Yeah, these missiles.
See,
as
Butler
well.
Spirit, here's the difference: is why only take negatives away from the Keem vid, what you've heard, but feel it's unfair. I've seen Drama Alert. It's trash. It's trash game. It's a trash content.
Trash
Yeah, it's
gameplay.
bad. That's my opinion. You can disagree, but 1,000,000%, I don't like his content. I have an issue with it. You understand?
Okay.
It wasn't the documentary that made him dislike. I already disliked him. Then I watched the documentary.
No, now we're retconning. What game will he be streaming?
Namesake,
I think
real
he's
good
playing
membership. You handle
Like a
yourself
Dragon
well,
Ichi.
Matt. Thank you. Throwing Ennis to the super chat. You look like a complete clown. $2 for Vince. There you go. No idea what that
All
means.
right, be safe on your drive,
Yeah.
Roach Bait.
And Amrit did a super chat. Props for hanging in there for 5 hours under fire.
That dude
Not a
lost
distracted
today.
war fan.
There's no coming back from this.
Credit where it is due, Phil. Thank you
The
again.
most he could do is talk
Super chat.
to
That's very nice.
Keem about the deal, but he's not gonna. No. The Keem thing's never gonna
This is
work.
not
And the
gonna change
screenshot
anything.
thing's never gonna work.
Maybe it will. I don't think so. But
He was beat
I'm
red and
happy that
fuming.
I did it. I actually am happy that I did it. Good old Beans, I think you and Wings Boogie could be a great.
Yeah, how can you say that you deal with this stuff every day on your stream? You do not. If Adam was in your stream, DSP, you would have banned him nearly
Mr. Wings, I
instantly.
find Adam
No.
annoying and biased.
No.
I did not find him annoying and biased at all.
Who?
Ooh.
Man, I'm so bad with the shots on this thing, man. It's got like a
Barbara
weird
Keemstar kept saying you were gonna watch
dead
Lolcow
zone
boxing
where
matches.
you need to
Why
kind of
would I
accommodate
watch that?
for. Because it
You
is
guys
bolted
know I don't
onto your
watch
right
any of
arm.
that shit. You guys tell me about it. I
So
don't
it's
know
not
anything about it.
firing
Oh, you're
straight
gonna
out of
watch
your
it.
body. It's
Keem,
firing kind of off
again,
to the
he's
side.
such a giant inflated ego in his own head. And by the way, now I'll say, oh, he's talking about me. Yeah, Keem, they essentially invaded my episode of Side Scroll was my interview. Now I'm going to talk about you. You're going to deal with it. All right?
Nice.
Yeah, so
Countered.
giant,
Get that ass banned.
egotistic head that he's like, you're going to watch my content. I never watched your content, dude. I don't watch your content. Even the clips I can't stand.
Keem did have a military recruiter moment. Remember when that happened? DSP is like, the military recruiter said, I know you'll be back.
No, I'm not. I haven't watched any celebrity boxing. Not one piece of any of it. Did I prefer Benadryl and Gas X? No, I did not. I woke up early. I had 2 cups of coffee. If you didn't notice, I was constantly drinking. And by
I saw you were constantly shaking.
There was a mute button, okay? In that way that they stream, there's a mute button right on the screen. You might have noticed I went a few times.
Yeah, I'm just firing off shots wildly. I need to slow down.
Would I consider having Boogie on my show? Yes, I would. If he wanted to come on, I would extend that invitation to him.
And Craig, when would he have gotten banned? As soon as he said this doesn't make sense, he would have been banned.
I don't know why you guys feel
well,
that way.
makes sense getting banned, idiot.
Worse to them than I think. You have to understand something.
Yeah, he burned bridges he didn't even know existed. Bridges were being built in front of him, right there, and he burned them.
Craig knows me in a casual way for many, many years. The other guys didn't
know
me
he's
going
to talk behind his back after saying he respects it.
Yeah. Outside, all they've heard is the negative stuff.
First of all, this is a brand new clone, Captain. So he has no memory of the other clones saying that he respected him. He has kind of like some vague, fuzzy recollections of the interview, but it's kind of blurred. So he's blameless. Nice try, Captain. You tried to make him seem toxic.
I went on that podcast, right? Number one, you saw how Keemstar acts. He would literally try to be like, well, this podcast is the most important part of your life, so you got to bend over backwards for me for the rest of your life. Everything you do, you have to listen to me because I've got you on this podcast.
Oh, what's that clip?
Over my head.
Oh, keep playing, DSP. Don't let me interrupt you.
So controlling. And number two, just again, if you're on a lol cow cast, you're talking about a show that already the title is a negative association. It's an insult.
But you're owning it, DSP.
Lol cow. Why am I going to do that? Right? Have it to be a serious show. Not, everyone's going to just sit here to make fun of us all day, every day. It's ridiculous.
Okay, this was Adam with the pig noses.
From opposite George. I only caught the last 25 minutes. I want to ask you, Keemstar cordial.
Raul, now on the verge of putting Jago down.
Yucko the Clown. Is that who that was? Is that Gundam is? No way. Is that him? Or is that a joke?
Huh?
Is it really him? I want answers because he sounds like Yucko the Clown. You hit it on the head. Maybe he just tries to sound like that.
That's dumb, DSP. Right? What you said was dumb, and you should feel bad.
No one's answered.
First of all, Richard, mute button. How is that even going to work? I'm supposed to lean over and mute my mic? BR Joe, that's pretty funny. You know what? I think I'm just going to ban a couple of you to get it out of my system.
He just sounds like him. What a voice to have. Holy moly.
Alright, I got my last match, and then I'll go back to full screen.
Tartarian Truth, we have the membership for 10 months. Wings and Phil interview soon.
Unless you all don't mind this.
All right, it's hat time, guys. I'm sorry, I would like to talk.
Holy shit, he got $116. That makes me feel better.
He does not run a YouTube channel.
Okay, should I use this one again to try and redeem it?
Man, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm going to. Let's give this one a second chance. It did shit that last game. But let's give it a new paint job. What do we want to give it? Xeon Ribnit colors?
Oh,
Pink's a little garish. It's just too bright. I don't want you to see me that easily. But I like this space camo.
I feel I did well countering some of the claims. Here's the thing. It wasn't about countering them. It was about answering them in one place. I've already countered all of those claims.
You've never countered anything.
I said that. I've already done that. Did you have
the Psychozaku? Let me see if I have it in this cost. I think it's $450.
You found out a few new personal things about me and my wife, and that's about it. Things that I've never.
You want me to use the Psychozaku? Okay.
That are issues, ongoing issues with us, right? I really don't wish to elaborate further on it. I don't want to tell you about our.
Let me see what cost it is.
That have nothing whatsoever to do with our content. You understand? It's really no one's business.
Yeah, 500.
But basically, I didn't have, that wasn't the intention of going on the show. Now people say, well, did he answer the questions? Yes, he did. Go watch the show.
His dents are trying to dunk on Keem on Twitter. Where were these dents when he was getting thrown about the room by Keem?
Don't watch his content. Or do. Whatever you want to do. You know, but at least it's there now.
And it's better to sound like a clown than be a clown. Exactly.
Correct?
Exactly.
That's right, I got to represent Grove Street.
And it's better, there's multiple levels of it. It's better to get paid for being a clown than being a clown pro bono.
You consider talking about ViewTech USA? No. Absolutely not.
Why not?
American Manga Undertaker did a super chat. Keemstar was there. How was it? Basically, Keem came on to argue with me about last year him offering me $50K to be on a podcast, which never happened because he never talked to me. Basically, he said, oh, this was the offer. There was no offer. You never offered it to me. You never contacted me. You couldn't even listen to simple.
Do I have bad memories of what just happened?
Dragon,
he didn't eventually relent that he did.
Good job, kept your cool.
Ah, that was a clone ago. Come on.
Dragon Davey Ray. Appreciate that.
I'm going to try this one more time. This one got...
If you guys want to ask me a question and you're not contributing, please tag me in the chat. You don't have to contribute, but I do need to see your message.
I do need to see that money.
I received another tip. You guys are being awesome and don't have to be, but thank you so much.
Should I do clean or damaged? Damaged. It looks more real.
Thank you so much for supporting me here.
Yeah, see, his rifle is bolted to his arm.
$20 tip.
And so it fires at a weird angle.
Good job.
And I need to account for that. DSP would say, they need to fix that. No, I need to account for it.
Rare move has spoken. He never speaks. I think the last time he spoke was Christmas. He said, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, 1 Minute Man. I appreciate your always staunch support of me and my content.
I love you, 1 Minute Man. You should do a video with him. He'd love it. Yeah, Uber Allen. That's exactly how it goes. Now that Keem isn't here, fuck that dude. He was a piece of shit. He was a liar. His beard looks stupid. I was thinking Keemstar was going to bring up his beard there at the end. I thought that would have been really funny.
I don't know what to say.
Because DSP shit on Keemstar's beard. Which I think his beard's a little weird, but it's your face. You wear whatever you want on there. It's weird that you're going to try and criticize him, DSP, when you don't even have a beard.
George, no, I mean, are Keemstar and I cordial? I have absolutely no relation to Keemstar, and I have no desire to really talk to him. Is that cordial?
DSP wouldn't really piss on Keemstar if he was on fire.
Here's the real question, all right? He said on the show, oh, no, the offer's not off the table, but the offer's off the table. Like, he literally said that.
No, he did not literally say that. That's a lie.
The door's closed. He said both, right?
That's a lie.
So when you say both like that...
Both? He did not say both.
It's like...
I think I would have made fun of him for saying that.
What does that mean? Talking out of both sides of his mouth. Again, I don't want to talk about Keem all day. I really don't.
That's a good observation. I really wish they'd make a model kit of this thing. I really like it.
Celebratory bubble.
It's such a weird looking suit, even by Gundam standards, because its feet are weird. Look at the feet. Everything's odd about this dude. I love it. I like gremlin suits. I usually don't like huge, edgy, cool suits. I like goofy ones. Because anyone can make something cool and edgy, but it's harder to make something that looks goofy but is still lovable.
Basically, I'm going till 4 p.m. like usual.
No, that was never going to hit.
So I'll be
that was
till
stupid.
4 p.m. just like always.
Got him in the shield.
And I'm eating my dinner with my wife, and then I'll come back tonight with another stream. And it's up to you what you guys want to do.
Okay, I need to stay with you.
Do you want to do a Like Dragon Ishin stream tonight? Do you want to do another just chill stream tonight? I'm down for whatever
you
guys
want. Got him in
the
the head. Nice.
Okay. By the way.
Got him in the foot. Stunned. Good. Right shoot him. Someone shoot him.
Dumb I didn't say this. Welcome to anyone who's a newcomer. I very well may have some.
Yeah, you made a bunch of new fans
from that show.
Yeah. People saw that and wanted to get on the Phil thing.
Welcome. Sorry, I didn't
hey, this guy who's making no sense and is making a complete ass of himself, I want to get on board with this guy. He seems pretty cool, chill. I'm going to die.
If I didn't do that, this entire chat right now would be trolled. Okay, it would.
I did see what it would be like if DSP did not have this in play.
And I have to basically shut down that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, if you liked that show and you'd like to join in the chat, you have to subscribe for 24 hours. So please sub to the channel. If you don't like the content in the next 24 hours, unsub. You don't have to stay sub.
Really funny. Keemstar's watching this right now. You know that, right?
Tomorrow.
He can't say anything because he's been banned, what, 4 or 5 times?
Okay. So, Purple Pickle.
How many times has Keem? I know he's been banned at least twice.
I gotta give credit where it's due. You showed up to the show.
Yeah.
Like Lana Rhodes. All right, this is some kind of a sexual joke. I don't even know what it means. It was a great watch. I'd love to see more mad respect from the pickle. I don't even know who that Lana Rhodes is, but I'm not even going to read the rest of that. But thank you, Purple Pickle.
That seemed kind of dumb.
God. Yikes.
Yeah, just shell this dude with missiles. Nice, got him.
It's out of here.
All right. Mr. Oink says, ultimately, it's your choice. I don't like the way they conducted themselves. Can we run a poll for which game? For tonight? No, tonight it would be Like a Dragon each if we do a game. If not, we can just do another chill stream, whatever you guys want. Just like
I want Like a Dragon. Actually,
so everything in the 50K.
Oh, shit. I'm getting jumped from behind. Not paying any attention.
There was no 50K. Keem never actually went through the process of contacting me and offering it to me. He tweeted on his own account. We had a conversation in DMs.
Oh, damn. Almost got him.
Actual offer was.
That was cinematic as hell, though. That was a good dodge.
But this is
now you die, though.
I'm supposed to
what?
Do everything in my life for this guy because he's a controlling egomaniac, which I said on the show.
You said megalomaniac.
This is not anything I didn't already say.
And no, what Keem said was he didn't say it was on the table and off the table. He said that it could potentially be on the table, but it would require some more work. That's what he said.
I mean, I think I have. I'm listening to your input. We're doing stuff we never
hit him.
I'm trying to change for the better. I'm trying not to bring up drama. That was the whole purpose of going on the show. Was that's where I was gonna address it, right?
And you addressed it pretty badly.
So, hopefully, this is kind of.
Damn, I'm getting peed on here.
It's not gonna. I received a $20 tip.
Something sexual, but he doesn't know who Lana Rhodes is. Who is Lana Rhodes? I should ask Derek. Derek will know. Derek will send me 50 links. Never mind, I'm not asking Derek.
See here.
Then again, he might not know. Derek's good for if you're trying to know an obscure, ugly-ass porn star. He knows who you're talking about.
So here we go. They said I don't have to read this, but I can if I want.
But if you asked him, hey, who's Eva Angelina, he'd be like, oh, look, man, I only deal with ugly porn stars. They need love too,
You don't have to read this on stream if it's
Damn
too much. It's not. You're incredibly too polite. It's
yeah, you should have shit on him.
But that was not an impartial interview. It was an interrogation. You say that they were outsiders, but outsiders in a situation like this should not have been preconceived notions.
No.
Craig's a nice guy, but
he did not have preconceived notions. What's his name? Adam. Adam admitted he never watched anything about you.
Like it would solve something. Adam was worse. He actually stated blatantly he does not believe you when you got disconnected. Don't even get me started on Keemstar.
He didn't say that about the disconnection thing. That did not happen.
Defending yourself, stand on principle, not the necks of others. Appreciate you feeling good luck.
He said he didn't believe your statements before all that. That's a lie. Do you guys have comprehension issues? I guess you have to if you're DSP fans. Nice hit. That was how you account for it. Very good.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that was not how you account for it.
Even if they don't believe me, I still feel it was fair. I can't make you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
You can, though. You can make me believe you. If you actually present evidence. That's all I'm asking for.
What? Am I some kind of a magician? Am I a warlock, an evil warlock? Here I come through the power of the internet. Oh, hold
power of pignosis.
Excuse me.
Yeah, use your...
Through the power of the internet, I'm using my magical powers now to control your mind
I have seen Lana Rhodes. I believe most people that...
Everything I say is true and everything else is false that people say. I can't do that.
I don't remember her. I don't remember Lana Rhodes.
What do people think I am? They think I'm some kind of a crazy...
You'll want to give me a quick summary of the interview? Steph, that interview was goddamn golden. It was amazing, Steph. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm so happy I saw it. So the two dudes, Craig and Adam...
I didn't want...
Craig and Adam were pretty cool at the very beginning, and I was getting kind of pissy because I didn't like them. And then Adam started picking apart statement after statement. It really fell apart when they played the, all right, let's sell her into slavery. Adam immediately became toxified and was like, no, that's an inappropriate joke. And DSP was like, well, no, I'm trying to make a joke like this, this, and this. And Adam was very adamant, no, it's inappropriate. And it went downhill from there. And they grilled his ass hard. I thought he would have quit a long time ago. But to his credit, he stuck around.
Exactly.
And then Keemstar hopped in.
Yes, but I'm a
15-year that turned into a shit show because Keemstar was trying desperately to get through to DSP. And DSP was not interested in the conversation.
Yeah, and in my opinion,
and there was a... I'm glossing over a lot, and that's because it's...
was racist because I didn't intend it in that way. But of course, you could spin it that way if you would like.
How can you spin it that way if it's pretty much that way?
The situation is that, wow, we found one thing in the last few years to say Phil does. Now we'll do a clip from 3 more years before. Now the clip from 20.
They wouldn't listen to my comment in chat, but I was saying, look at the jailbait joke that he said not even a week ago.
The negative stuff is the drop in the bucket, but they don't want to believe that.
I think Adam would have gotten really pissed if he had known about that. So you're saying that you don't do this stuff anymore, and you just did it this week?
took it out of context, dude. I was trying to make like a reference to like underage sex. Yeah.
It wasn't a let's praise dark
That's the problem.
Show. It was supposed to be Phil addresses stuff show. You know, that was the.
But it was.
Originally, it wasn't. It was supposed to be.
Adam got away with saying so much stuff that would have gotten people banned 4 million times over.
You know,
because they were very. Adam was not buying into the whole WWE Champions thing.
Between all my other channels out there, I believe it is around 100,000 videos. I could be off by a few.
I thought for sure that would hit.
Sure we're close to there, right?
Damn, what is wrong with me?
6 times a week all year, 6 times, 6 days a week.
Steph, you really missed out. You should probably watch it. It's 4 hours of absolute gold. There's not a single dull moment. It only gets better.
I'm glad you're here to hang out, Bill.
I think it's probably one of the best DSP-related events in the last couple of years.
I had no concept of what time it was. 0. None. I didn't know. I just kept going.
Now he's back.
I had no idea what.
Let's see. You'd have to see it. Wait for the edit.
No clue. Some people are saying it was unfair. If you feel it was unfair, you have the right to feel that way.
Same here, Steph. I thought it was going to be a complete waste of time. I thought that Craig was going to be a huge shithead, and I owe him an apology. I need to send him a tweet.
I need a light vest. It's very warm today, for good reason.
But you could see the changes in their faces as the interview was going on. DSP got increasingly more and more panicked. Adam got progressively more and more angry, and then eventually circled back into acceptance. And then Craig, he went from befuddlement to confusion to almost terror. What have I gotten myself into? This dude's crazy. This guy's stupid as hell. But
will I go back and watch it? Oh, it's 5 hours long. I don't know about that.
It doesn't matter how much of your content is negative. People take it as such. Murdering is only a drop in the bucket of a murderer's life. Yeah, exactly. I only killed that dude once, man. It's not like I kept killing him. You guys are being stupid.
Let's see here. More tips coming in. Wow, thank you guys. Only USB blade tip. This is not really them.
And I have to give Adam credit, or no, Craig credit for he was able to counter the the escort saga thing. Because DSP sure enough tried to bring up the escort saga to show, see, you can't trust these people. And Craig came equipped. He said, well, from what I'm told, it was the detractors that disproved it. DSP visibly froze when he heard that.
There have absolutely positively been times I
don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I streamed it.
Hurt me badly. Okay, being honest, it's happened before. It's documented. This has happened.
Oh, I don't use that suit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
I think it's ugly. It's too ugly even for me.
By putting anything out there of a bank statement.
And something else, Steph. The ultimate challenge and the ultimate solution came about. Craig said, "Send me a screenshot of your
myself. Why would I do that, right?
A screenshot of your phone. Send it to me,
says,
and I will vouch for you. I won't show it to anybody. I will vouch for you." And DSP hemmed and hawed and said, "Well, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it." And then it became very clear by the end of the stream that he was never going to do it.
He always says we make mistakes, and that must be human. But I agree.
It was his out. It was DSP's out. If he really was innocent, he would have taken that like nothing, instantaneously.
Absolutely not. I don't. I saw an opportunity. I told you guys I wanted to be interviewed, right? Well, I got my interview, that's for sure.
Yeah, you sure did, buddy.
It was certainly different than I saw it kind of going down, but Butter says you don't want to put yourself in danger for nothing. Exactly right, because here's the thing. All right? Here is...
How exactly is he endangered? I don't understand that.
All right? Being honest. We're all here, we're chilling. Correct?
At least he was there to stand up for himself. When Phil goes in on anybody, they never get to respond.
We're all here, we're chilling.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So, ultimately...
Yeah, Steph, he claimed he got DDoSed, which doesn't make any sort of damn sense. Every single detractor was loving every bit of this content. Who was going to DDoS him? Come on.
My detractors will never be satisfied anyway. Craig said it himself. That no matter what I say and do, they will never be satisfied. Because and from my perspective, they're in it for personal gain. That's why they keep doing it. They love making fun of me so they can keep rolling this popularity train on YouTube. So... why would they ever stop? There's situations like that.
All right, let's go to the Clone Labs.
1,000,000% proven false. They were just on to the next thing.
So we had 20 clones drop dead during that stream.
But then because I don't say anything, I don't disprove it. Oh, it just continues forever. It must be true. It's right. Not true. But why? And you know what Keemstar said resonates. It sucks that he's right, but he's right. I don't know if I got DDoSed or not. My modem got knocked off the internet and came back within about, what, a few minutes? I don't know what happened. And then when I come back, you know, basically Keemstar says, well, it doesn't even matter anymore. You had your opportunity. You didn't send the pic to Craig right away. Because of that, now it doesn't matter if you sent him one now. It's
exactly.
He's right.
So I'm not even going to bother. Anyway, Thanks. You gave me an out.
Him either. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one would have believed...
Captain Barnacles, is this your first day with DSP? That's what he do. That's why it's so pointless to believe his little stories about the past. So, my guidance counselor told me, dude, Phil, there was nothing you could do. These black people just come in and take all the scholarships. And they sell them out of the back of their car at Walmart, clearly.
Well, you know what I was thinking of doing?
Is that a racist joke?
Here's what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah, probably.
I was going to take screenshots of not only WWE champions,
you were not going to, DSP.
but also all their games.
That's not true. That's a lie.
That it's the same account name.
It's so easy to say that now.
So that way, at least if he saw that,
no,
he'd be like, he's got an account here, here, and here, and they're all the same name, and it's not the name people say he is. There's your evidence. But now, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh, it worked out. Guys, it worked out.
Probably no one will believe it anyway.
See, now I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I was totally going to, like, expose all my finances. I was actually going to invite Craig over to see that I did not have a treadmill.
Yes, that's exactly 100% right. They can say I photoshopped it over there. It's stupid. Purple Pickle did a Super Jason Wings reacted to your interview live. I recommend you and him have a chat. That would be a fun one.
No, it was not a DDoS. I think his internet just had a hiccup. But for DSP, everything that happens is indicative of some great conspiracy.
So I don't think he's interested. But don't harass him about it, because if he's not interested, he's not interested. I would like to have him on the show.
DSP goes to the grocery store. He pays for something. I'm sorry, sir. We're out of quarters, so I'm going to have to pay you in nickels for the change. Oh, I see. So the detractors came in and took all the quarters.
Would definitely be someone I would like to sit down and talk with.
Yeah, that's something. That's something, Mark, I will definitely give DSP credit for. That stream showed that DSP does have the capacity to not be a complete coward, which kind of makes me wonder why he's incapable of showing that any other time. I thought for sure he was going to bail out of there, but he didn't. So.
Some people are actually sending me some nice supportive messages via email.
You can barely edit visuals for your stream. Nobody can believe you have the capacity to believably edit a screenshot. That's kind of slapping him in the face while complimenting him.
No, see, here, Babadook, here you go. He says, Adam thought of the possibility as well, come up with a solution. You can do a FaceTime with Craig. Again, there's no point. There's no point because people won't believe Craig either now. That's
I'll believe Craig. He has a lot more credibility to me now. I'll definitely believe Craig. Now, if this was the same Craig I thought it was going to be at the beginning, hell no. He can kiss my anus. But the Craig now that I've just saw, hell yeah, I'll believe him. If he comes in and says, you detractors need to let this go, I'll let it go, man. Just for you. Oh, shit, I forgot to update the clone count. This is technically 21 that we're leading off with.
All right, I think I caught up. Sorry, I'm look at me, zoning out here live on my own stream. Because I've been up since, very early, like many hours early than I normally would be. All I had this morning was a strudel with 2 cups of coffee.
Out of 1 to 10, what rating would you give the interview? 10 out of 10. That was God tier. That's up. That managed to shoot up to the top 10 greatest moments in DSP history, in my opinion. Because it was so rewarding hearing so many people say things that we have all said to each other about Phil to his face, and he took it.
It's such nonsense.
And so much of it isn't even really hurtful. It's just stuff he doesn't want to hear. And they were able to get that off on him. And he just sat there and squirmed. It was damn near orgasmic hearing Adam say, it sure looks like you create the world around this victim complex. I'm paraphrasing. And, dude.
It's hard to sit there and talk openly about everything. Let me put it this way, okay? Essentially, it was hard. It was hard to... I had to maintain train of thought and rational mind. Keemstar has a way when he talks. he goes on and on and on so that you don't have a chance to react to anything he's saying.
That's not true.
He'll say 1 point, then say 2 more points. Oh, okay, you're responsible. Wait, you just said 3
DSP,
points.
you do that.
Way of talking, very manipulative way of talking to try to confuse you. Okay? I felt like Adam and Craig,
yes, that was beautiful too, Dustin. That was so cool. It was they had none of that. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
But, you know, was it tough? Was it hard? No. At this point,
I am shocked that he admitted he spent any money on the game.
Phases me. I mean that. 100%. Absolutely, positively, nothing phases me at all.
It phased you when Craig said that the detractors disproved the escort saga. That very visibly deterred
I was
you.
in your position, Phil, it would take years off my life. No, it didn't take years off my life. I'm cool.
As soon as he heard that, this is what he heard in his head.
Keep in mind, this is not my opinion. This is an anonymous tipper saying this. Keem is a hypocrite, pretending that it's ethically okay to let Wings and Boogie box against each other, 2 men who could easily suffer a heart attack doing it. That's indicative of his character. I think you did a great job. Thank you.
But do you think that he takes that into account with the risk-taking behavior that he does? If those 2 dudes drop dead, you know who's going to get held accountable for that. And I think he knows who's going to get held accountable for that.
Shit, both of them had joked about suicide and stuff. It's like, dude, do you not understand how this is wrong? Okay.
No, that's stupid, DSP.
Well, someone tipped me a $5.
Yeah, he shut down the helicopter story. God, and that's what I'm saying. They did so much stuff I wish any one of us could do.
You don't have to, again, you don't have to believe me. I mean it. You don't. I'm not going to convince everyone. In fact, I might not convince anyone. Thanks for the $5 tip. That's nice of you.
I think Phil has ADD.
At least you said I had balls. That's something nice, I guess. I mean, yes, I am male. I have testicles. No, I did not have a toaster strudel. I had a regular strudel.
I think that Keemstar walked into Wings double wide, had a gun to him. He said, "You're going to participate." You redacted. Better donate.
Appreciate that.
And also, he got banned for harmful slurs, not hateful slurs.
Ooh. I'm glad you're feeling better today, Jay. It's good to see you as well. I hope you're feeling better.
And Adam also got really toxified when the doxing thing came up, where DSP was threatening to dox a guy.
Color Spirit says, Keem already said Boogie and Wings lost weight for the fight. He says it's a danger for them, but hype of this fight convinced them to improve their health. They've already done that. They already both did that, remember? You ever watch their documentaries or whatever? We saw one of Wings. He had personal training. That was all documented. He lost weight and came right back. He didn't have the discipline to keep it off, correct? Doesn't mean anything. The risk is still there. Just because you lost weight doesn't mean your heart has magically fixed itself from all the years that you've put it through, all this stuff. Are they going to a heart doctor? Are they getting cardiograms? You know what I mean? I hope so. Again, it's not my business. Keem is bringing me into his business. I don't care about that. Why do you think he was on the show? Because there was a lot of hype around it, and he wanted to promote his stuff. That's why he was on.
What was he promoting exactly?
Chilling,
the fight? You brought it up. You created the problem.
$2 tip came
he didn't bring up the fight once until you started talking about it. And you started talking about it way after he showed up. No, that's not fair.
They made more than $20,000.
Again, I'm not a fan of Keem, but you can't dislike him for stupid reasons that you've made up.
It's not about making money at all. It was there. I get paid $0 for that. 0.0 I will be receiving.
That's just what you deserve.
Not what I went on the show for. I was not paid. I will not be paid.
I think you should ask for some, though. They wouldn't make that much without you. Green Goblin, do you not understand? They paid him an exposure. Come on.
Appreciate that.
It's like with respect to Pac.
Enough talk shows, we can revive the vest goal. What? So if I keep going on talk shows, I'll keep hitting my vest goals. I'm sure that's what it was about too, right? I want to revive the vest goal. There you go. Every stream now, I must hit the vest goal of $150. That was the intention of going there for 5 hours, correct? Right. August says, I'm not sure that's fair. Keem seemed to handle himself in good faith. I mean, he handled himself in good faith, but he also shilled. He did.
Do
Absolutely.
they? I hope they did. But it can't really be 3 ways because they had the other dude who was off-screen moderating, which he didn't do a good job from the looks of it.
And Craig and Adam fell for it. They did. You
I'm sorry, I missed that. I want to hear that.
To bring up, oh, they're losing weight. First time I'm announcing this. It was promotion. It was free promotion for him. And Craig and Adam fell for it.
But you brought it up to begin with.
They did.
Didn't he?
He fell for the trap.
And now even DSP has me doubting myself.
That's how Keemstar operates.
Okay.
Why didn't I stay for the after podcast? I did. The after podcast was 15 minutes for their patrons, so I stayed. And I actually had some more conversation with them that was not interrogation stuff. It was more fun. So.
Oh, where'd that go? I want to see it.
Kid, I'm not judging Keemstar from one YouTube vid. I'm judging from his entire history and watching some of his drama alert stuff myself. That's what I'm judging.
So you've watched everything about Keemstar? Because that's what people are demanding of for you.
She watched some of it, and she was disgusted by Keemstar and closed the stream.
I don't know about all that.
Jade, there will not be any gaming on this stream. No. There's no time.
There's no time for gaming.
As you know, the stream ends at 4 p.m. There is no time for gaming. Tonight, I'd be down for Like a Dragon Ishin if you guys want that on the late stream. I'm also down for just interacting. Maybe we'll do a poll. We could easily just jump back into regular gameplay content tomorrow, depending. Also, I didn't do a level 1 podcast today. This is a long week for me, guys. I'm streaming 7 days this week.
Oh, no.
Yes, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
do you want money?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
hold on, let me go get you some
Wednesday.
money, DSP.
I'm here 7 days this week.
How much money do you need? You know what? I'll keep giving you money, and you tell me when to stop, okay? It's like cheese at the restaurant.
Try to get as much done before Resident Evil 4 comes out.
At the Italian restaurant, you know?
Spartanius wants to
I don't know if I can take DSP after seeing him get called out. It's like doing heroin for the first time. I'm chasing that side scroll.
And that's that. I don't see why he would have to be on
Captain Barnacles, it's like a TV show. Every once in a while, they're going to have an episode that is so S tier, but you have to remember that that S tier episode wouldn't exist if it didn't have all the seasons before it, or all the seasons after it. I understand, though, man. That high, that was great. There was so much of the stream I was sitting there with a goofy-ass smile on my face.
Still ask questions, and I'll be able to tell more my side of stuff rather than just directly answering questions. I don't know.
Elated.
A lot of stuff, quite frankly. No, Green Goblin, I'm not asking them for any percentage of donations whatsoever. I refuse. Absolutely not.
That's kind of beautiful of you, DSP. Besides, that's all blood money anyway. I do think they should give him some money, but I appreciate that they're paying him the exact amount he paid Respect Pact.
Hooey.
It's the same percentage and everything. 0.
Part 2 coming soon. Yes and no. I don't understand there will be a part 2, but it's going to be a ways out. Don't expect it in the next few weeks to month, maybe a month.
That smile formed right when Adam said that racist joke was inappropriate. I thought, oh, this is only going to get worse from here, DSP.
That they're not doing it anytime
soon. And it did.
They want me back. I want to go back, but I'm not going back in next week.
You could kind of see in Craig's eyes. Maybe I'm extrapolating too much because I want to put more into this than it is. Craig's eyes changed so much through the interview, where you could see behind his eyes he was trying so hard to fit this together, to make it make sense. He was really working on it, and it wasn't. And you could see kind of like a pain in him.
Here we go again. I'm genuinely interested in keeping up with you. I've been running for a while. Today your ground is a man up to the ball, so nothing but the best. Hope you'll play Elden Ring DLC. I will be playing Elden Ring.
I'm extrapolating more than I probably should.
Again, what was I going to say? Oh, I said this on the show. I mean, I used to have addiction to mobile games. I admitted it. I admitted that I used to have addiction, but it wasn't the games people say today.
What do you want, Sasha?
That I used to play.
Can't you see how busy I am? I'm sorry, little dude. I'll walk you after this stream, okay, dude? He's just a baby. I talk to my husky like he's a tiny, tiny baby. And what's cool about my husky is I guess he's smart enough to know that that's annoying. I'll be like, yo, little Sasha, you're just a little baby. And he can actually roll his eyes. And I love that.
He actually doesn't know that I put out that many videos. Just look.
Oh, hello, Sasha. You're a wee baby. Ugh, this guy.
Has like 10,000. My vlogging channel has like 20,000. Just between there, you're almost at the
yes.
And I have all these other channels.
That's exactly how it went, Delta Killer.
But they don't know that. I don't know what you mean, Felix the Maid. Are you official?
That was a really funny comment, Dustin, on the video.
I was on the show. Am I official? I guess I was officially on the show, no? I was in a stand.
I can't reveal my husky because it could endanger my family.
If I turned on the camera and pointed at my husky, you guys are going to see all the bank receipts I just have lying around on the carpet. You're going to see the documentation for the abortion I had for myself because I got impregnated by an alien xenomorph. I can't have that. That endangers my family.
Let's see here. The mental state around the incident humanizes you. I'm just being honest, right?
I already gave you a snack.
You're losing money from your show like Wings did with Woody and Kyle for Painkiller already. You skipped out on your own personal camping trip. There you go.
DSP's such a Chad, Richard Young. He just kicked alcoholism to the curb. And I kicked mobile games. DSP, I still grapple with my addictions.
To the source and watch your actual streams.
You're telling me that you can do it better. I don't believe you.
We're on my actual stream, right? You see the content, correct?
That's a good quote, Dustin. You throw out some bangers, Dustin.
Am I going to get am I going to buy a Beat the Dragon t-shirt? They mentioned it. Was that the slogan they used?
Is it? I didn't hear that. I want to get the Lolcow podcast shirts.
Adam says he doesn't trust me.
He also very quickly realized that his cry was not going to be effective. Because they were pretty quick about it. They were saying, yes, all those horrible things that happened to you, your health problems, all that. Yeah, that is a bummer. The health problems suck. I'm dealing with one right now. I've got a tooth that's damaged. It sucks. It feels like it's a nonstop pressure. But you know what, DSP? I can't put my tooth repair on my business taxes. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. Bummer.
Promoting his own stuff while also trying to make himself look good. In reality, not going to look good.
Who, Palpatine, who are you hating a little bit less? DSP?
Lied to me, lied on the show.
I will say it kind of evened out for me.
No, you didn't. You never
It kind of evened out for me because on one hand, I really respected that DSP sat there and took all that. And didn't run off like a complete chump. But on the other hand, he just made more of an ass of himself. So I guess kind of still at the same spot.
PS3 Troop says it blows my mind, almost as if the truth is underwhelming with drama. It is. The truth in life is usually very, very underwhelming. You know.
Usually the truth makes sense, though.
You had so many internet problems, I believe it. What do you
DSP?
mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, he did admit to a couple things. And the
no, I love seltzer. I'm gonna continue to belch every day.
The business expense thing. He tried so desperately to make it seem like he had nothing to do with it. If that's the case, you need to file your tax suit immediately. He's setting you up for failure.
During my daily live stream, I will not just answer the phone in the middle of my live stream and say this is an important call. No, I'm working. Sorry. That's my work is my work. You guys are my priority when I'm on a stream.
Bullshit.
Nothing else around me unless the house is
bullshit.
burning, my wife needs my help, or the cops are outside. You guys are.
All right, so Keem needs to roll up with some cops.
Them. Not him, for sure. Not him.
Oh, that's what's gonna happen. Keemstar is gonna walk onto the stream dressed up as Cat, and DSP is gonna be initially confused, be like, "I really like your beard, Cat. You've really been growing it out." Wait a minute.
You've been saying negative things about me for weeks. Now you're gonna try to pile on.
No, okay, yeah, you are Cat.
Stop it. If you really don't like me, just leave. Don't sit here and keep saying negative stuff, man. You know what I mean?
His dents are mad at a guy who told DSP that human trafficking isn't funny. Yeah, well, it's all in the delivery. You see, it's really funny if you think about it.
I managed not to belch the whole interview. No, I muted it. When they're using a streaming program that your controls are giant buttons in front of you. So when I felt like I had to burp, I muted the mic.
But you said you can't do that.
It was very easy to do. There's a difference between doing that and doing it. I'm like, right now, if I was going to burp, I could go, okay. But if I'm gaming over here,
I'm gaming.
I can't go do that.
Check this shit out. You guys want to see something really cool?
When I'm burping or whatever.
So it's year 0079 of the Universal Century.
When I'm playing a game, you see what I'm saying? Double J did a super chat. Why don't you steal
to orbiting space colonies? See?
Why did
the press
team delegate the task of contacting you to his team?
It's easy.
I outright again. I would do something with Boogie and Wings. I would.
I would like to see DSP and Wings discuss first-person shooters. I think that'd be fun.
And the three of us could work it out together.
Are you telling me he is committing actual tax fraud? It sure sounds like it.
I don't understand.
He needs to get his lawyer in on this. His tax guy. Are you aware you're committing tax fraud in my name?
I don't think there's enough value added
or
there at all.
Bankruptcy fraud, anyway.
Seriously. And you're absolutely right. If Keem was serious, why couldn't he have other people reach out or whatever? It was ridiculous. The way he expected that I was going to say, Keemstar wants to contact Darkside Phil. My life ends right now until I talk to the man.
He did not say that, DSP. He said that you could pause your stream. Hell, you don't even have to pause your stream. Answer your phone.
Not a big deal.
Whatever.
I got a $1 tip. Sell the fappening merch. No, I'm very explained. It was a depressing time in my life with negative associations. I don't like talking about it. I just want to hear about it. Move past it. It's not happening.
Oh, God. Every once in a while, his delivery is actually pretty funny. But it's only when he's not... when he's reading something that pisses him off.
I have no feud with Keen. I don't. I don't care about the man.
That was really good.
I do not care about the man. I don't like.
I would buy that merch instantly.
You guys, like, not mention him anymore. I don't care about the man. I don't want to talk about him for the rest of the show. It's a waste of time.
Can he be pursued for accepting that? I don't think so. But he would definitely be, like cross-examined and whatnot for it.
Why do we need review tech? Why do we need review tech? Of all the people involved...
Palpatine, that is 100% fraud, but I can already tell you what DSP's excuse would be. I agree with you. You're absolutely right. DSP would say, well, sometimes I do streams with my phone. So, in that way, my entire house is technically a studio. So, he's already got us. Sorry, that one fails for us. But yeah, you're right. It should just be his little dumb office. How's it going, JDX?
Right. Do we have any moderators? King Goken, you're here, correct? King
moderators,
Goken
get in here.
Situation here. He's one of my moderators. I'm curious, what did you think, King Goken? Did you watch the show, and what did you think of it?
I'm toxified. I'm no longer being a mod. In fact, I'm unbanning everyone.
We already blew bubbles. What are you talking about? We did it a long time ago.
You didn't blow bubbles during that stream.
King Goken is not responding. Are there a delay on the stream?
Maybe DSP is a martial arts master, and during his martial arts life, he killed a dude, and so he put all that behind. I don't fight anymore. I'm a man of peace. DSP, get back in the arena. I can't do that. I hurt too many people when I'm in my dragon stance. I believe you.
I'll check it later.
King Goken's currently releasing people out of the band world.
King Goken, I thought the interview was fair, way longer than I thought it would. I don't know, I thought it was going to go long.
Little Shadow, depends on what kind of U.S. law you're talking about, but yeah, in general, our laws are weirdly lax.
Warned me of such. I told him my time was their time, Niana says, I thought it was mostly fair. Keemstar showing up was very dumb. I don't think that they'll have you as a regular guest because they think you're lying to them. There you go.
Yeah, I don't think Adam's going to be on board with him being a regular guest.
Chargex says there is a delay. Right?
I have a feeling their conversation right now is going, Craig is saying, I'd like to have him on the show more often, but we really can't discuss any of his issues or any jokes or anything.
Oh, yeah.
And Adam's going to say, this dude can't be trusted to keep himself under control. He's going to start saying racist jokes on our stream. We can't have this. He got banned for it.
Something changed it. So there is a
Did you do your Lewis? Yes, I got it done, Lewis. Didn't get anything for it, but it's fine. I had fun. DSP is John Wayne and the Quiet Man. John Wayne and the Quiet Man?
Right? Why are you asking me the same question?
Oh, I remember what movie that is. That was the one that was on E.T., wasn't it? That's the movie he's watching?
Okay.
That would have been funny, Mode. He should have done that on his own. See, that's how you know DSP is not really an innovator. He doesn't think of ways to innovate his current existing stupid props.
Void did a super chat. How would that 50K not help?
Interesting, all the dents do want the screenshot, even though they excused everything he did. Yeah, because they think it's actually going to exonerate him. They really buy into this.
All right, it's dual thing going on. Thing number one, doing business with someone who I don't respect, whose content I don't like, who I feel has made a lot of blood money on the internet and taking payment from that guy. I'm not okay with that. Number two, me now putting myself out there as a lol cow character.
You already are.
Who only come for that. Imagine this.
Okay.
Imagine if I do this lol cow cast. Correct?
Okay, I'm imagining.
It blows up in popularity. It gets tons of attention. Makes money. I make a lot of money. Now my streams double to triple in viewership.
Yeah.
Well, literally everyone here is a troll. Ha ha, you're a lol cow. Ha ha. Troll, 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 troll. Immediately we lose what we have. We lose the interactivity. We lose the meaningful nature of my streams because I put myself out there as a lol cow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could completely change the way that people perceive
Okay, to be fair, he's right. It would change pretty much everything about his chat dynamics. However, that's assuming the chat dynamics are even worth keeping. Look at your current chat, DSP. It's ass. My chat rules. It's a bunch of heroes and god kings making funny references. What are your guys doing?
You know what I mean?
It's just shit show in your chat. You need to spice this bad boy up. No, I haven't gone to the store. I've been thinking about it because I got a coupon, so I want to take a stop by. And the store always closes right when I get off work, so I can't even go buy it after work.
No, Chris, I had
Bums me
zero
out.
clue that Keemstar was going to appear on the show. Zero.
X Potato got
Yes,
King
Big Papa
Goken
Phil was
accountable
supposed to be called
in the
Lolcow
Discord. Oh, I didn't see
Podcast or
that.
something to that effect. It was supposed to be an insulting name on purpose so that people would watch it. That's exactly what the premise of the show was.
Is King Goken going to flip sides? I sure hope so. There was a few of DSP's chatters I saw in there, and they were not on DSP's side, really. And that's why I said, where are your supporters? Because they were not there. No one in there was supporting you, DSP. The only person who was supporting DSP is there was this one individual who sent in donations every once in a while, basically saying, DSP, get the hell out of there, essentially.
When did I last have pizza? I think my wife and I made one of those oven pizzas the other night, like last week.
And Cat didn't burn the place down? Cool.
Very pertinent question.
Is that bad on your neck, DSP? My chat's right at eye level. Look at that. Looks good.
All right, Jade. I'll see you hopefully tonight. If we do Yakuza, like a Dragon Ishin, we'll see. I wonder if
one of you heroes brought it up during the interview. I would love to have seen DSP's version in his head of how the interview was going to go. I guess he thought he was going to come in and just keep saying, I did nothing wrong, it didn't happen, I didn't happen. And Craig was going to nod his head and say, yeah, that adds up. Yeah. And Adam, the new guy, was be like, dude, I just met this Dark Spadil dude, I love him. Is there a way I can give you money?
Sponsors not necessarily being shilling is a good point. Yeah, I mean, but Savoy, what do you mean? What was his idea? His point was just, if you're with Keem, he'll get you sponsors or whatever for the show. It wasn't like, oh, he can get you sponsors for your stuff. It was only for his show. You see?
I don't feel like that's fair. Jim and Jogwheel.
The interview gave me more respect for you. Thank you.
I don't know who Jim and Jogwheel is.
Phil, fair play would have been easy to.
Derek appeared? I didn't see Derek show up once.
What am I gonna do?
Then again, I'm used to him spamming chat, so maybe he didn't do that.
I'm not afraid of anything, man. I'm not. No one on the internet's gonna scare me away. What are you, out of your mind?
Not behind my gated community. Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. $1 tip someone talking about being real and snorting. Are you crazy? Now, can I ask you guys an honest question? Can I really, and I know it's going to take a while.
Be real, right? Snort. Yeah, that's DSP's t-shirt idea.
I've been making content for 15 years, correct? I have been, right?
Being real, snort. Hashtag.
I've always had post-nasal drip. Since day one. The first couple videos I put out, I was sick. I was snorting. Post-nasal drip does not go away. It gets better.
That was a fake Derek. I thought so. Real Derek would have spammed the shit out of that chat.
Other factors. It just so
he would keep saying, DSP, I'm watching the interview. DSP, I'm watching the interview. DSP, did you see I'm watching the interview? Yes, Derek. I see you, man.
The post-nasal drip, the snorting. That's like making fun of someone because it's something they can't help, right?
Derek got confused. He heard interview, and so he's on the casting couch streams right now looking for DSP.
Big Purple Pickle did a super chat. You're afraid of anime boobs. I'm terrified. Dark Viking says, I saw the interview.
They are a little scary. Look at how massive they are.
Keem is not the best person, but you know, it could maybe help you a bit. All right. Thank you for that. See here.
Being real, snort. I need to get that on a t-shirt.
Says, what's the difference if everyone already labels you a lolcow? Because there's a difference in how you portray yourself on the internet. I put out legit content, in my opinion.
When?
Right?
When did this happen?
If you look at this stream right now, what on this stream, besides me putting on a hat and a vest, which doesn't matter, it's just still me under it. What exactly is lol college what we're doing right now?
I'm looking at it right now.
Freaking out, reacting like it. Every once in a while I do something stupid over the top. You can say that's lol college, but for the most part...
DSP, if you want to know when the lolcow thing happened today, it was right at about the interview when it started.
Environment, everyone will just say, well, he's on the cast, you know. And that's it. Now you're the joke, right? That celebrity... The reason that Boogie and Wings are doing that boxing match, can we be honest about this?
Yes. Tell me why they're doing this.
He said it outright. He's desperate. He's in bad straits right now. He doesn't know what he's going to do moving forward for money because he lost all his money. They need that help. They need it. They can't.
Don't you?
They don't know what they're going to do, right? So far, right, as of now, I'm not in insanely desperate straits. Things are
You wear headphones during the talk. Isn't that risky? Shut up, Purple Pickle.
Saying?
How dare you make fun of my medical issues?
Grade myself down and ruin everything that I've worked on.
A Y pose would be great.
For the sake of short-term personal gain. I don't think it's worth it. That's my take. You can disagree. That's fine. That's my take on it.
DSP has post-nasal drip, except for when he does it.
But again, it's short-term gain versus long-term perspective. What's the point of getting a short-term help if it dries up within a year or whatever, right? It's a one-time deal or whatever. Maybe there'll be some residuals on the show.
You weren't having that mentality when you had the best streak going. That was some short-term gain.
I can't even do a normal stream anymore. All my hardcore fans who literally support me through it quit because they're like, I don't want to, I can't. It's ruined. Every time I go to Phil's streams, there's a bunch of trolls saying he's a lol cow, joking about disgusting stuff. I can't put up with this. Sorry. Putting out the meaningful stuff for you guys is way more important than a...
But you don't do that. Don't you see that that's the problem?
That's my take on it.
Well, whatever. I'm not going to keep repeating myself.
DLX did a super chat. I think Keem's narcissistic. He did make a good point. The fact you make well above the average American, but you still ask your audience for more fuels your current detractors more than anything. Right?
Well, welcome to Bam World, idiot.
Okay, fair enough. Void did a super chat. I respect your reasons for holding up.
All real fans would stay. We already stayed. Big Papa Phil gets it. See, Big Papa Phil is a ride or die homie, you know?
There was a lot of thinking going on, for sure. A ton of thinking.
Quasi's about to get banned. All caps. You're yelling at me. Banned.
King Goken, I disagree. I don't think your fans would leave. I think they would. I think what's happened is we've now, over the last several years, we've created a community here on DSP Gaming, and now we're growing a new community over on DSP React.
It's the same community. It's the same group of people.
And this is a community that is the reason I
does it count as a new community if it's in a different spot?
I love what I do. You know, Craig says, why not just quit? I don't quit. Quit. You want me to quit doing what I love because of these people on
So you love begging, because that's a huge component of what you're doing is begging.
I'm going to continue. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to succeed past this nonsense. You see?
No, that's not going to happen.
Why would I quit? I love it too much. So if it means, success, but at what means? By getting paid by Keemstar, now everything's ruined. No, that's not success.
Well,
that's
whatever,
changing and being. That's like saying, I'm General Electric. I am a company that makes electronics, ovens and things. Well, we failed. I'm going to become a finance company now.
Why not?
Do you want to see DSP Finance?
Yes, I would love to see DSP Finance.
Probably a bad idea to have money when I can't handle my own well. But I'm just saying, you see the point I'm making here? A lot of people have issue with that. Like, why would you change? It would essentially mean I'm changing my entire...
What's that company that makes pianos and motorcycles?
To being something different. I don't want to be someone different. I like who I am.
Why does DSP look like
his... I would be more successful if people would just leave me alone. But as Adam said...
he does.
You're right. So it's either I move forward positively, I ignore the nonsense around me, and I just keep striving to be better, personally for myself, or I give up.
Okay, let's assume you get 50K right now, DSP. How is that going to disappear in the short term? Because you have to spend it, right? It has to go all to bills. You can't save a single dollar in that.
Quasi did a super
I have to spend it.
Best behavior because all trolls are watching. Never had donos and views like this. Be real. What are you talking about? You think 700 views is the most views I've ever had? Really? You think that, huh?
Banned.
You think I've never exceeded a festival? Like,
banned.
Talk about someone who doesn't watch the stuff, right? Wow.
Yamaha, that's it.
Anyway, thank you, Quasi, for the super chat, even if you are a troll.
Yeah, but they're crazy. How can you branch out and do different stuff? That's weird. I don't think it's possible. Matter of fact.
No, what's funny is maybe Quasi is a first-time viewer for real. Maybe he only watches the detractor stuff. He's like, oh, you're just being nice now because, you know, all the eyes are on you. Actually, no, this is a normal stream for me. This is actually exactly what it's like on a regular stream. Just that that's not what they portray.
DSP, I know who should interview you next. Corone. Do an interview with Corone. Are you the guy? Yes. Oh, hey guys. Hey guys. It's the guy. I can't do her little laugh. I wish I could. It's so funny sounding.
There you go. Thank you for the $4.
Little evil girl Skeletor.
So many different opinions right now. It's pretty interesting. I welcome this input. I am like Johnny 5 from the Short Circuit movies. I am alive, and I need your input.
Wow, that's a dated-ass reference.
Please continue.
Reference. Oops.
Input. Thank you.
Lana Rhodes, get banned.
Benjamin says, no offense to you.
The desperation at the end when he said he wanted to be regular on the podcast. That was never going to happen, Mark. I think Adam will fight that tooth and nail.
Every time that podcast gets serious, no one cares. Only when drama happens would anyone care. And I am not Mr. Drama.
You are, though, whether you want to be or not.
On there, we're insulting each other. We're pulling stunts. You know what I mean?
I want to see DSP breakdancing.
Who I am.
Spinning on his back.
It's a serious podcast between three guys talking about games. Who the hell's going to listen to that?
Me?
I probably wouldn't listen to it.
Oh,
and
there
I'd
you
be
go.
on the show. I'd have earplugs in. You know?
That's stupid.
I don't think there's a market there for that at all. I agree with you there. I think the popularity of the show would be
Corona
based
Gremlin
upon
laugh is
us
great.
being lolcows and doing
Toy
lolcow
house.
actions, correct? So what would happen is after 1 week, it would be, all right, guys, so here you go. Here's all the shit we got, all the stunts we got to pull at, you know, personal risk and all this stuff.
Yeah, King Goken's getting a little...
No.
He might have to get demodded.
Arkham's Best says, I would go for a part 2 interview. They need to ease up a little. Adam had a lot of passive aggressiveness.
No, he did not.
Tyler enjoyed the interview very much. I'm glad to hear that, Tyler.
Adam had a lot of, I'm tired of this shit.
Up on you, and it so happens a wild Keemstar appeared. I don't feel like they're... Again, that was the premise of the show. Do you not understand what the premise of the show was?
He's being really defensive of them.
That was what the show was supposed to be.
I guess because he wants us to keep
like,
going.
Oh, I agreed to go on their show, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they're asking me these questions. That was what the show was. That was, you know, the whole idea. It was not that Phil is a standard guest. At all.
Yeah, Delta Killer. What's wrong with scamming a scammer, right? He hates this guy, right? This
$5.77
this drug dealer, this gun runner, this misery merchant. He hates him, and he doesn't want his money to participate in his games. Okay, take the money and then run.
To an opening of an envelope, and streamers will always give him a pass because the perceived clout he has. Under the circumstances, you handle him well.
Take the money and say, "Yeah, I'll be part of your stream," and sit there the whole stream and say nothing.
You really think this guy's going to contact me legitimately?
You got 50K for nothing, dude. That's awesome.
Keemstar appeared on that podcast. There's two.
I think on some level, Keemstar would respect you for that.
He wanted to promote his fight between Wiggs and Boogie, and there was, you know, thousands of people on that.
I spend hours watching people argue similar. Yeah.
And the second thing
people love that
because he's upset. If Keem didn't care about me and it was no big deal, he never would have went on that podcast. It had nothing to do with it.
No, he doesn't want you slandering him.
No big deal. Darkseid Phil ignored me. He can't stand it. Again, when you're an egomaniac, right? When you're an egomaniac and everything is about you, then literally when someone doesn't go along with you and what you're expecting them to do, like drop everything to talk to him, oh my God.
Does anyone have contact with King who could use another Discord league? I'd love another Discord league, especially right now. Hell yeah.
Podcast show and dump a bunch of stuff, right? He proved it with his actions on that show. So
apparently, if you exist, DSP needs to be allowed to slander you, talk shit, say things that are incorrect, and you're not allowed to say anything about it. In fact, if you try and say something about it, you're a narcissist.
Repeatedly. And when it's bad, it will drip down my throat non-stop. And if I don't snort, all you will hear is me coughing the entire stream. You don't have it, so you cannot tell me otherwise.
Here's the question for you, Dustin.
Enough likes for a second
are the farms or the clone labs running at a higher rate right now? Clone labs, you know, we lost a lot of dudes right there, so we're kind of rebuilding slowly. So I think the farms are probably doing more.
Thank you.
That's why he hates Keem so much, Noxious. Keem is DSP, but successful. That's really the only real difference. Okay, there are some major differences, but that's primarily the problem.
He sees Keemstar and he's angry because that was me. I was the asshole that everyone respected. That was me.
Right?
I'm sorry. Do you want us to make This Is How You Don't Play as a Keemstar now? Will that make you feel better?
Vesper says, do you feel there's a subset of people who are trying to gaslight you?
I don't think that's what he's saying, Palpatine.
Moday's playing around.
Adam were getting. I don't know. A lot of people in here, I don't know what that means.
He was unable to say this to Keem's face. I hate some people.
Again, and I
without a good reason, actually. And I'm not afraid to say that to people.
Yeah,
there's some people I don't like.
On the show.
And that Corone Duke. Corone's in chat. Roll along tonight so we can expect some Asian racism. Corone, welcome to Band World.
I thought it was good.
Water and Fire, why? Water and Fire, why you banned?
The interview is already up to watch. They made it live. It's an archive. Here you go. You can go watch it right now on Side Scroll. Check out some of it. Check out some of it during the break, right?
Yes. Because I think Mr. Medicare said it well one time. He said that envy is about proximity. Envy is about, you don't envy the person who won the lottery on the other side of the planet from you. No, you're envious of the person who won the lottery at the same gas station you go to. And that's why DSP hates these guys. It's because they're successful in proximity to him. If they were some Joe Schmo in India who was successful, he wouldn't care. It means nothing to me.
Boogie and Wings would not be successful without silly lollipop crap. Keemstar was very
Did Corona get banned? No, she's still here.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Swagonito.
Mr. Meatoker. I'm sorry, I said his name wrong. I kind of like Meatoker better than Medicare. Meatoker sounds like a Jedi or something. What do we got?
Big Papa Phil says, your view on other podcasts would be as valid but pessimistic. 3 of you together would be very popular and there would be many legit fans. No one's saying there wouldn't be.
I'm just not doing it.
Saying it wouldn't be $1 million show like Keem is trying to push it.
You know? I will say it's probably not $1 million show.
It would have to be antics. It would have to be drama and antics.
Corona is looking to get banned.
Not just be 3 guys.
Wait, not in desperate straits. Then why do you constantly bring up or continually bring up support?
And again, if I do the show and Keemstar is involved, I would be beholden to
small ban
forever. Because then he could even tout, I was the reason. I pulled you out of the situation you were in, so you're going to do what I say forever because, yeah, you're beholden to me.
Yeah,
and you don't think that's the kind of guy he is? That's exactly the kind of guy.
All right, take care, Mark. Enjoy Evil Within. DSP said that game sucked. I believe him. Uh-oh, Alter Ego is about to get banned.
Oh, I got a $6.66 tip from...
You shouldn't complain about getting a penny anymore. You had an opportunity to get money. You didn't even try it out.
Thank you, LaQuisha, for tip.
LaQuisha? Oh no. Don't you have a joke about that, DSP?
I don't think anyone has ever said to me that I was fun and fancy-free. Not once. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Did that guy get banned? That's weird. That guy didn't get banned? Huh. That's weird.
Showtimes I felt it was a setup. Positive they had Keem laying in the cut. They had Gundam pre-recorded. They had a ton of detractors pre-recorded, and they played one. That's all they got to. Time ran out.
Because of you, mostly.
And yeah, that did not work. They ran out of time.
Yeah, that bar area looked really cool. What would I do if I had a big spare room like that? I don't think I'd have a bar. I think I'd have a model kit. No, a museum.
I gotta figure out.
I'd have my own little museum of stuff.
On the show. Like, I know that
have my model kits, my game wall,
I know Adam, sometimes
all my shit right there, and have a museum. Because that's the difference between a hoarder and a collector. It's organization.
I don't know how to do that. Like, I was the first time I ever had experience with that streaming service, and I was like, man, I wish I had known.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I don't know how to do that.
That's true. The mod bite might be turning on.
I got a $2.50 tip. I understand why Keem acted like a victim. You literally told him the times you're available for a call, Then they asked why you wouldn't answer the phone while you're streaming. It's unprofessional to drop what you're doing live and answer a phone call. Spent years on the channel. I totally didn't expect that.
Maybe Phil just hasn't seen
that. The phone. Yeah, it's called my job. That's so important. Sorry, I can't drop my job.
So you're telling me if I'm wealthy enough, I could get my own Total Wine installed?
So I had no idea.
Wow.
No, it's correct. I had absolutely no idea.
I think you're absolutely right, Noxious Butt Spray.
You know, he didn't leave a voicemail.
He's not aware of how bad he looked.
Again, there's so many things, so many holes in what he said, but because he's Keemstar, everyone will give him the benefit of the doubt. Whatever, dude. I got a $10 tip. Let's see.
I wouldn't be surprised if Keem was done after this. Done with the whole DSP thing.
Screenshot to Craig, no one will believe him. I don't necessarily agree with that. Detractors will never change their minds. You don't know if it would help your image by having a person who seems pretty likable and trustworthy, has a dedicated viewer base like Craig vouch for you. You literally have no allies or anyone with an audience who would defend you online. Huh?
What? That made no sense.
Right now. Yeah, because no one knows. No one cares. No one fucking cares. No one cares about.
I muted my mic and burped. How easy was that, DSP?
Why do they care? Because that's the gravy train for them. That's exactly why. It's the gravy train for them, folks. It's 100% the gravy train for them. They keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, rolling, rolling.
But why wouldn't you do that? If it's not even a matter of you don't like how the world's run and you feel like it's not appropriate and you don't support these things.
If anyone has any final things you want to ask, anything you want to say,
DSP, you already don't have these morals, so you might as well capitalize on them.
Break, right?
Yeah, and I think that's intentional, Captain. I wouldn't be surprised, because if you don't have Keem to talk about, what left do you have to discuss? How they got absolutely everything off on this guy? How they bodied this dude, pantsed him in front of everyone?
I'll see you tonight, Willow. Sounds good.
I thought he was getting his ass whooped in Wolong. He got bodied. You can't discuss that, though. We're not discussing that.
In the future, would I consider a complete run of Dino Crisis from PS1?
Yeah, Clone 21's coming in pretty good.
I don't know why that's being asked now. What's for dinner? A Mexican bake. There was no golden opportunity to debunk everything. This never happened.
You did.
Happened.
You
there
did had
perfect opportunity.
You had multiple times.
No matter what I said and did on that show, the hate would continue.
You didn't do anything. You still didn't address the 5K and business expenses. You started reading off your stupid ass shopping list.
It's a good
and Adam had to shut you down and say, no, that's not relevant. Business expenses. I'm trying to tell people what I spend money on. Business expenses.
Packs or whatever, the very
yeah. So I bought cat food.
You know what I mean? And I've been playing it, and you get a lot of free characters and everything. I'm not going to talk about it at length or tell you my account or anything about that extent, because you know exactly what would happen. I mean, let's not be stupid here, right? We know what the detractors would do with that information.
What game would have to exist on mobile that would make me spend any money on it?
It plays nothing like Street Fighter. It's like one of those tap, like Adam said, almost like a tap RPG, but you don't even have to tap. It just auto plays itself. It does. It auto plays. You build your team. You build your order of like how
maybe Mega Man Battle Network. I love that game.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's interesting that's Street Fighter. I don't know.
I don't know what his name could be.
It is cool to have a bunch of Street Fighter characters in a game like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
they call me DSP.
Cool to have a mobile game where all your favorite Street
I like that they called him out on the they call me DSP thing. Because if that was a real troll, why would he ever change his name?
Dalcine will do a Yoga Flame.
And that wasn't my bank account info that got leaked. So we went from they got some of my bank records to they hacked into my bank account to they hacked someone else's bank account, and that's what they're showing. So which one is a DSP? And Craig called it, or was it Adam? The reason why people pry into your life is because you're not trustworthy.
You know what I mean? It's boring. It's grinding.
Are you playing the collection of Mega Man? I really want to buy it. I really want to. I might have to wait till Christmas to get it while it's on sale. Mega Man Battle Network was the only Mega Man game I really got hyped behind. Because I was bad at all the other ones. Okay.
Does want to see better things for you, honestly. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Johnny 5 would share a screenshot to a neutral third party like Craig. K-Lou, why don't you neutrally ban yourself? Adam, okay. I forget who said it. They were all becoming such mutual heroes by the end of it that it kind of blended together for me.
That's a good idea, Palpatine. You know what would be some 5D hyper chess is if he named himself a troll name. Then no one would suspect that's actually DSP. Yeah, he should name himself Cat's a Horse.
2 bottles of non-carbonated water. 2 bottles. I am like about to burst.
I was so bad at Mega Man. Because I played it like how DSP plays Souls games. I was too impatient. And so I died constantly. I bet if I go back and play it now, I'd probably be better at it.
Do you guys think we should do a normal stream tonight? Let's do a poll in the chat. We're going to do a poll right now with everyone here. Over
2 hours.
Still here. A lot of people are leaving now.
Goodbye.
What should we do on tonight's late stream?
I'm worked out after all that. I got too hyped.
Chatting to decompress, or
that was such a good.
Like a dragon, Ishin.
Man, I wasn't even that good this year.
Let's see. You guys vote right now. Let's see what you guys are going to vote for.
DSP.
Super chat. Go drink your ALC. Keep the change. What is ALC? What does that mean? I don't know.
It's.
But thank you for the super
I
chat.
think he's trying to make a reference to alcohol. I think that's my guess. If you want a modern take,
it's either like a dragon
look
or
after
do
one step from eating.
Because here's the thing. Tomorrow.
Nah, man, I don't want to do that to you, little shadow. I really appreciate that you offer that, but I just don't feel comfortable doing it.
Like a dragon or Oblivion on the late stream. Saturday we're doing.
Because if anything went wrong or anything went bad, I'd feel super guilty about it. I appreciate it though, little shadow. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate everything you do.
I know some people will be bringing it up occasionally, but if we really want to talk about what just happened, I want to talk about it happening tonight. Get it out.
How long would be God tier today? I think we'd finally see that controller fly.
Back to normalcy. Okay, that's my goal.
And he should drink his gin too. Cat might have to come in there and tell him to shut the hell up.
He'll see meant alcohol. Oh, Mr. Wayne says, "Can we all hop in a Zoom meeting?" No.
Apparently, Cat was being beaten up, huh?
Make some progress. The stream. This stream and the break.
I guess that makes DSP a hero. If that's true, and she was in an abusive relationship and DSP saved her, I guess that's the one good thing he's done in his life.
That there's no podcast.
I suppose, inevitably, even the scummiest person has to accidentally do something right. There you go, DSP. That was the one good thing. But I'm still going to make fun of her.
Okay. Games are backlogged. Make progress on Ishin. Here's the thing, scalloped potatoes. Ishin and Oblivion are in no rush.
I'm going to do my vote. What do I want? I want
Hogwarts and Wolong. Once those are done,
I don't really know what I want. Because I want this decompression shit to be over, but at the same time, we might get something really funny out of this. But we already got so much funny stuff. Yeah, let's go for it. More decompressing.
The night streams are going to go on for a long time.
No. See, the problem, little shadow, you're taking this guy out of context. See, he had these fits of psychosis, and he had a lot of mental illness, and he would just swing his fists around. And Kat wasn't very understanding. She tried her best. Sometimes she tried to get him out of it, and she would just take a couple hits, and she just kind of gave up on him, you know? Okay, that might be my darkest moment. I was mentioning earlier how we all have bad moments that could be on YouTube if they want. There's mine. Len the Deranged makes jokes about domestic abuse. Hey, look here. I did it.
It happens on April 6th, my real birthday or not, I'm not sure.
Mixed bag.
Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix did a $10 tip. I love the fact that the trackers want answers. They go to the interview without derailing the stream, and the Street Fighter Duel was an interesting game.
What?
Monster Hunter Universe crossover. I don't think it's respectful to call the Essential Podcast a lolcow podcast. I agree. It's not. That's the point.
That sounded like 4 different messages mashed together. That was all over the place.
Make some money by embarrassing the guys on it.
So you guys won't believe this. This guy named Len the Derangled, he was talking about my wife getting beaten up. See what I mean? These assholes are scummy. If I would have done that, I would have been banned off the Milky Way.
There you go.
Hey man, I'm doing some shadow boxing. You know how DSP does his shadow dodging? He's always practicing his evasion skills. I'm just... And if you walk into that cat, come on.
It's like 56%. So
the dropout, the comeback
ones. Yep. The decompress stream is the question. Will you just come and chill with me for a couple?
Did we have another clone? I must have missed it.
I'd be down.
Let's not forget the slave trade comment. I'm trying to guess what thing hurt his soul the most, besides Keemstar. Keemstar obliterated this dude. I think it was when he tried to use his Escort Saga story, and Craig shut it down. He instantly parried it. Frame perfect parry.
The Fighting Cowboy or Rad Rat. No, I have not.
And DSP had a visible blue screen of death moment on his face. And then he had to very quickly reconnect the story so he's blameless. Memology already did it. Wow.
Kids, I pay to see you fight Keemstar in a boxing match. Oh my god, you guys are something else.
What if that's what helps DSP?
Something else.
What if you kick the shit out of Keemstar? You punch his beard off.
Pay to see me take someone's block off or someone take my block off?
I don't have any blocks.
DS pugilist. Well, I fight like this. See, most people, they actually, like, they lead with their left, and they go forward with their... I fight with the old rope-a-dope fisticuff.
Do you know why that was done, DSP? I know the history behind it, but you sound like an idiot right now.
Punching style.
It actually is, if you're barehanded fighting. It looks goofy, but that's the best style for barehanded.
Right?
Now, you're going to be using gloves, so you will be fighting traditionally. If you fight like that while wearing gloves, you're going to get wiped out. This really cool dude on TikTok walked it through. See, TikTok has a bad reputation, and that's because the stupid shit is always front and center. But if you dig through TikTok, you can find some cool stuff on there. And there's this guy who does explanations of different fighting styles and why they work. He's a really cool dude. I haven't seen stuff from him in a while. I wonder if he got banned. Probably. Because only stupid shit is allowed.
Now that's a good one. A good reboot for KO Gaming. The only video on the channel is me knocking someone out.
Yeah, he got immediately derailed by that.
We still work. The name.
The slave trade joke.
Would ever be involved in creator content?
Any reasonable person who was there in that interview, who wasn't DSP, if it was in DSP spot, would have realized the interview was over right then and there.
No one wants to collab with me. Did you know that? That's very much the case.
Yes, that was killing him as well, the screenshot thing. Because he could not find a way to weasel out of it. Because the only thing he could do was photo edit it himself. And this dude, he says he's busy. No, what it is he's incompetent. He would spend 12 hours just figuring out how Photoshop even worked. And his Photoshop would look like complete dog shit. And people would immediately be able to see that it was fake. And he couldn't trust this with anybody else because anybody else is untrustworthy. So that's where his head was burning. It's like, how do I get out of this?
Then tomorrow we'll get back to it. Tomorrow will be Hogwarts.
I can't do it. I'm too stupid.
What today was supposed to be. He's all pushed today, right? I'm just going off of what you guys want.
We want Wolong. Give us Wolong.
All right. Well, guys, thank you.
Give me the Wolong.
A chill decompress. I guess we'll come back and talk and relax more tonight. 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Sound good? I hope it sounds good to you. Boy, these glasses are bothering me.
I think I'm gonna skip the rest of the stream. I feel like I already got Christmas today.
So
that was so good,
tonight.
man.
Whatever you guys want to talk. You know what we could do? Holy crap! We could do the level 1 podcast tonight because we didn't get to do it.
Oh God, definite skip.
That'd be perfect.
Hard skip.
I can tell you about my day off. I can tell you about what I did yesterday. We could talk about some game news, right? And we could have our interaction.
There's also this really cool dude on
long interaction.
This really cool dude on TikTok, and he's this religious guy, and he knows his shit. Like, he's done a lot of research on different religions, and so he watches TikTok videos about religious, like pop culture religion stuff, and he debunks all of it, and he does it very patiently and calmly, and it's very informative.
We're gonna have a chill stream tonight. Tonight, 6:45, the level 1. Well, the stream starts at 6:45.
If you guys would be interested, I'd like to watch a clip from him. He does this pretty good job of making this one lady look like a complete idiot.
Podcast, all right, and we'll go from there.
I'll bring it up just in case.
We've never done that before. That's a first, right? A special edition post-size
post-anal reaming.
Set up the stream with the logo and everything. Yeah, Jesus, hell yep, let's do it. Sounds good to me. It sounds like a plan. That was a good plan. I don't know how I came up with that. I probably stole it from someone.
Yeah, probably.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Let's end the show. Thanks for watching. See you tonight.
I'm not seeing you tonight, DSP.
I stopped recording. I'm just going to switch over here, guys. And, yeah, thank you
See
very much,
if I can find
guys.
this. How long is it? If it's too long and stupid, I'm not going to watch it.
If you did watch it live, thanks for watching their show over there. And, I hope that you guys will join me. Hold on. I hope you guys will join me tonight.
Okay, it's 6 minutes. I'm gonna watch it real quick.
See you then. Peace out, guys.
Because this guy's cool. All right, DSP. I do feel for you. I do think that interview should be taken off the internet because it is unethical to have a man murdered on stream. I feel like that's wrong. So here's the video of this dude. And this will just be a quick little send-off. I'll be done after this. But I really like the guy's energy in this video.
Guys, did I just crack the code? No, legit, I think Auntie just cracked the code of what Revelations 9 is describing. Hear me out.
All right, let's see it.
In a world where not many can agree on much, it seems that the general consensus
she has
is
DSP energy.
Jesus is coming back.
No, it's not.
And yes, in fact, it does seem many agree we are in end of times.
No, they don't.
Many also believe that the great Euphrates River drying up, coupled with the massive earthquake in Turkey and Syria, and yes, I know the Euphrates dries up often and almost every year, but never like this, not to where it exposed something deep below it, something like a cave, like a jail.
Those are tombs, not jails. We knew about them decades ago, and they have been uncovered before when falling water levels revealed them back in 2009.
Many believe that the 4 fallen angels that have been bound into the great Euphrates River have now been
Best
released.
part.
Many continue to be wrong.
That's a god tier quote. Any DSP quote about what he says, that's the quote for it. Many continue to be wrong.
And per the Bible, once these 4 fallen angels are released, they are instructed to kill 1/3 of mankind. And I've always wondered, how would they do this? How would they kill 1/3 of mankind? Until 2 nights ago when I was reading my Bible, Revelations 9. And when I tell you, as I read it, one word hit me. And that one word hit me like a freight train. Yeah. Guys, I think I cracked
the code, dudes.
So if the 4 fallen angels have been released, where does that put us?
This guy should interview DSP.
Revelations 9:14 through 19. Saying to the 6th angel who had the trumpet, release the 4 angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. So the 4 angels had been prepared for the hour and the day and the month and the year, were released to kill 1/3 of mankind. Now the number of the army of horsemen was 200 million. I heard the number of them. Those who sat on them had breastplates of fiery red, hyacinth blue, and sulfur yellow. Get ready to.
These guys sound dope.
And the heads of the horses were like heads of lions, and out of their mouths came fire, smoke, and brimstone. By these 3 plagues, 1/3 of mankind was killed. By the fire and the smoke and the brimstone which came out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouths and in their tails. For their tails are like serpents with heads, and with them they do harm. These angels are going to use these horses to kill 1/3 of mankind.
Cat?
So let's get
That's a very dangerous horse too.
It was written centuries ago. There is no way they can understand, fathom, or even imagine the world or technology we have today. And I'm pretty sure we can safely assume that we were not going to have a bunch of fallen angels run around on horses with lion faces.
I was hoping so.
Serpents with heads.
Which ought to be your first clue that the book of Revelation is not about the 21st century, but about the 1st century and 1st century Jewish apocalyptic imagery. But instead of understanding that...
This is why I like this guy. This is why I really admire him. He's extremely patient. Because what all she said, I'm sure to him, looked completely retarded. And he's very calmly breaking down why you're an idiot. And I feel like DSP needs some of these kind of treatments.
You are
DSP, you're an idiot because of this, this, and this.
To our day, because that is how you can make the text meaningful or useful to you. And so you squint at the text and you blur the lines of the imagery until they overlap and start to resemble something you feel you can make a case for that is identifiable today. You are reading into the text something from today in order to make the text meaningful and useful to you.
Imagine if these horses aren't horses, and for that
they're
matter, not animals at all. Imagine these horses are things, modern things, things we use daily and globally.
There are no such things, much less an army of 200 million such things being ridden around by riders wearing shiny multicolored breastplates.
The thousands of years old code was been cracked. Thank the gods. Yeah, this lady here, she figured it all out. All these nerds, they didn't know what was going on.
Heads like lion that breathe smoke and fire and sulfur, with tails like serpents with heads. What if they are the
God couldn't count on DSP on Cat. It wasn't really going to work.
What if these horses are trains?
So they're definitely not trains. You wouldn't describe trains as a 200 million rider strong cavalry.
He had some of the similar eye situation as Craig had today. No. No, that doesn't work.
That's definitely not a train. If we imagine for a moment that the book of Revelation was...
Hey, Roachbait, you were thinking too logically there for a second.
Saw in vision.
God, that sounds awesome, BR Joe. And the Lord broke the fifth seal, and a pig man came in on a very, very fat horse with weird eye makeup, blowing bubbles.
There is an ancient Assyrian siege
That's great, BR Joe. That's funny.
Battering ram from a bas-relief.
Look at this train. Tank.
Assyria.
It's got a cannon.
Here's another one. Here's another one, and this one depicting the siege of Lachish, a city in the nation of Israel. But the book of Revelation was written in the late 1st century CE, and so they would have understood battering rams according to their usage by the Romans.
We've got to use one of these to break down into DSP's
like
pig
this.
fort.
We even have Josephus describing something that looks an awful lot like this that had metal in the shape of a ram's head on the end. Here's another depiction of a 1st century Roman battering ram.
That thing's pretty
How many
cool.
chemical spills and explosions, train derailments, and wrecks have we had just in 2023 alone?
Not much
So
relative to any other year.
Biblical prophecies are definitely not about things that are happening in the United States. But in the United States, there are over 1,700 train derailments every single year.
No.
On average, that's been the case.
One of those
for
derailed on
decades.
DSP
There are
today.
also
He got a
numerous
train put on him.
spills and exposures of toxic and other hazards.
And exposure to toxicity. Yeah, we just watched
Here,
one.
There used to be more of them, and then we started imposing competent and data-based regulations. However, those are being peeled back. If you are excited about this, as
And this
that note
this
on the
writer
screen
will have a
suggested,
tablet in his hand,
then
recording the
you
many
are wildly
images of man
for
without
any
shirts
public
on.
office that exists in this nation and should not be allowed within ear or eye shot of any such office.
That's when he really went off on
The
her.
plagues caused by the fire and smoke and pollution, these toxic chemicals getting into our air, atmosphere, water, and soil, the animals one day will eventually eat.
Why am I
Absolutely cause
toxic?
Plagues that would kill 1/3 of mankind. And with their heads and their tails,
If I'm toxic, I'm not even gonna bother,
collisions and
because I have nothing to get rid of the
derailments,
toxicity, and I'm just
explosions,
gonna
and
die
fires,
anyway.
releasing toxic and deadly chemicals into our world. What if the horses are trains?
They're not.
And that's the end. Thank you everyone so much for this incredibly wonderful day. You all were magnificent heroes. I love each and every one of you. It was fun being able to see that shit show with people giving their live inputs. That's going to be one for the history books. You can all tell people. It's kind of like, where were you when 9/11 happened? Where were you on March 16th when DSP was getting his intestines ripped out through his stomach? I was there watching. Good night, everyone.